So it's just Leaf.
No.
Do the Leaf adventure.
That,
Only
Sorry,
people
yeah,
who
where
say
the fuck
hi
is
get
Harrison?
experience tonight.
Who knows?
Text this loser.
Oh, Harrison? No, he's going to be late. He told me already.
Okay.
Okay.
In 2 minutes and 20 seconds, I gotta go stir something. It's gonna take me like 30 seconds. I just gotta run
We
upstairs.
can wait. That is fine. I'm still
And then
setting
I'll
up
probably,
other
and then I'll
things.
have to check it again like 15 minutes after that.
That's fine. Figure it out.
My bad.
Nah,
you
tonight's
need
going to
Pay no
be...
mind to any
stove and
squelching
bring it
noises that you hear.
downstairs and just set it up behind you. You know.
Okay, then I just need like an hour to reroute this gas line.
Yep.
And then we'll
There
be
you
good to go.
Yeah,
just
perfect.
just
We're-
bring one of
yeah,
your
yeah.
grills inside. What do you mean?
That's smarter. So much smarter.
You just put it near the chimney. It'll be fine. Or open window, something.
That's just It'll be I'll just I'll leave the door open and turn the dryer on so it sucks the fumes out. Science.
There you go.
Science.
I'm like Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Got a Rube Goldberg, a couple of kitchen fans together. Maybe put in one of those box fans, and just boom, you got an air vacuum right there.
Easy peasy. And then I'll make several air vortexes through my house, and then it'll channel it out a window upstairs.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's when
perfect.
you have to turn on the strobe lights, so that way it looks like nightclub.
I turn my camera on. It's just it's a straight up like smoked nightclub in here. I'm just fucking dancing with glow sticks. Are you boys ready to Dungeons and Dragons?
No,
The
even
whole
better,
audience
glow
behind you is
spoons.
just...
Even better than glow sticks, glow spoons.
Oh,
Glow
God.
spoon. Cooking with Blake.
No. Chopsticks, but in the shape of lightsabers.
Oh my god.
Now we're getting fancy.
Are we gonna start? What the fuck just happened?
Time to go find
Oh.
out.
No, it's good. My girl just got home. I thought my dog just fucking like ran through something.
Listen, as someone who's had a dog run into the closed dog door like 2 times in the last several months because they're not used to having it closed, I get that.
Oh, that's funny. All right, let me go stir this. I'll be right back.
Absolutely. Stir that pot, boy. So, you folks ready to die? Because Mallow is probably not going to be here till like 8, 8:30, and Pluzak is me tonight. So,
I mean, I'm good whenever.
you
Thing.
good to die?
I've already died.
Fair. Actually, most of the party did within the last couple sessions. Alright.
I meant before that, but all right, that works too. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I gotta try and match you somewhat, Claw. Alright. So the good news is, I do at least have what Fred... I gave him kind of a quick rundown of some of the stuff that's gonna happen tonight, and what he would, says that Pluzak's gonna do, essentially. So at least I got one of them. Harrison, I didn't expect to be that late, so I'll just do what I can for Mallow. Hope you guys don't mind like potential Kavanaugh Mallow tonight.
I'm pretty sure only 2 of us here understand that reference.
And
Yeah,
considering
but that's fine.
considering that that's all of us here at the moment since Leif has stood up,
That
I'm
is true.
I think I played to my audience perfect.
Yeah.
Taking my bow. I did my one smart for the night.
Smart. Who's smart?
Definitely not Leif.
Yeah, it's not Leif.
We were playing a board game the other night, and it was Sarah, myself, and Chris, and I got a net as an item, and I'm like, I'm playing, or no, sorry, I was also a fisherman, so I started with the net.
The one
and
who
I'm like,
declared you have Leif's net.
I literally went, I'm playing Leif, and Sarah went, the fish fucker, and I was like, okay, I meant that because I'm a sailor with a net, but I mean, yeah, I guess I understand. It's just like,
Is Sarah Rude T?
yes, that is correct.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot
Yeah.
of sense. Okay, that's funny as
That
shit.
is correct.
I'm known throughout the lands already.
Yep, that's correct. You as either Leif or Conde La Fuerte, you are a very well-known element, I feel like.
I fucking love Condit.
All right. well, since we're all here, I guess I won't be too harsh on it, but I will ask for last time on Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. What do you all folks sort of remember? What's going on?
So,
Well, we woke up in the embrace of a goddess's realm.
Correct?
indeed.
Uh, Mace was given a selection of options of which path he wished to carry forward.
Who's the sponsor?
Yeah,
It's one of
kinda.
those meetings.
You can embellish. I'm giving the vagaries.
Mm-hmm.
We decided we were going to bring the Codicil to Vellynne, and we teleported back to your hometown to start our trek back.
Well, so let me since we'll do it in order this way. Why did you guys choose to go there? Because there were three options you had, if you remember.
Yeah, there were three options. Because that's where Leif's baby mama was,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and
You
that
t-
town
you can-
likes us, so we're not as likely to get jumped by the Hex and his brood.
Mm-hmm.
We've determined the location of three other hexes and their areas of influence, and we know that they're spreading rumors that we're cohorting with Oral. And we decided to bypass those areas and have headed straight back towards Easthaven, while diverting said baby mama to Bryn Shander to meet up with people that like us.
Yeah, try and kind of combat the rumors, if I could shorthand that. At least give you guys some more level of sanctuary there, if you choose to go there.
And that, like I said, I covered the vagaries.
No, that was perfect. It was definitely hit all the notes. Is there anything anyone wants to add, just in terms of any of the more little details that you felt were important? Don't have to. Just figured I'd ask.
We witnessed firsthand Bluzak's necromantic powers.
Ah, that is true. That is why there are two zombies with the party right now.
Oh yes.
I also have specific instructions on how to utilize the zombies.
Very good.
Hell yeah.
I will say he asked me to make sure he casts Revivify or whatever. I'm not. That's if he's here, I'm gonna fucking be on his case about it because it's his mechanic. But when he's not, I'm not gonna fucking take away his toys. So you guys don't have to worry about that too much. I am gonna have to eventually ask how you guys plan to like either hide or use the zombie, or like have the zombies in the city without people like questioning per se. But you can think about that right now before we move on.
That's not my problem to figure out.
But it's gonna end up your problem to figure out because you're Kara.
I know.
Oh god. Okay. So, I will say then, let's open it up and just go. So, specifically, we find ourselves on a field of essentially burning corpses, thanks to Bluzak. Not necessarily all the kills were his, but he is the one who lit them all on fire, as he tends to do. These were very clearly to you all some level of Arl's minions. Since you have seen at least most of these things either in the area of her or controlled by her in the past. This was at the kind of intersection on the road, let's go to the map, between Easthaven, Goodmead.
That
Thank you,
orange
Brain.
circle should be where
Right.
we
Well,
ended up.
yeah, or a little bit further.
take.
Yeah, it was kind of at that crossroad or right before it. So you guys still technically have the capacity to just go north, to go south. I mean, you kind of have to go to Easthaven if you want to give the book to Vellynne. I'm just throwing it out there that you're not quite at your goal, so if you want to change stuff, it is possible at this point. But for the most part, if you want, we can just have you go to Easthaven. I would just ask how you guys are doing it. What's the marching order? What's the plan on, approaching the town? Just go straight to Vellynne? What are we doing?
We know that as of right now, we're kind of wanted fugitives in a way, right?
Not really wanted fugitives, but people are talking shit about us. So
Well, yeah, but it's not like we want anyone to really know where we are and what we're doing, just in case that they tell someone that shouldn't be knowing.
Well, we know that Vellynne is staying with the guard captain of Easthaven, so we could go straight to their residence and use that as our location to rest. Or we just, have Mallow shapeshift and go into town and be like, and go meet up with them and be like, all right, so we need you to meet in an undisclosed location.
Okay.
But we either go into town and don't care about hiding so we can draw out the people that are after us, or we go into town hiding so we can recover and then go out publicly and lure out the person that's after us. Because let's be completely honest here. Subtlety is something we don't lack.
Well, I think that depends on the situation, but I'll follow the lead.
I'm open to suggestions. That's just my read on it.
So I think it would be a good idea to send a scout, right? Um, that said, I don't know how well. I mean, realistically speaking, since we're talking about Cavanagh Mallow, uh, it might work out.
Hey, that's up to you guys to decide if you want to try.
Because I mean, the shape shifting alone is just too useful to pass up.
I mean, yeah, we could do that. But Easthaven is also one of the cities where we have a better relationship with because of the numerous times we've gone to assist them, and we did a lot of charity work after the dragon came through.
That is true.
So if there was a city that we had good reputations with, Tourmaline is definitely one, and Easthaven is definitely another.
So you want to just waltz in?
I don't see how it could, I can see how it could go wrong, but realistically, this is one of the better places to just do that in.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, what could go wrong?
I mean, there are many things that can
Do
go
you
wrong.
want a list? All right. So that's two of you. Leif, you kind of in agreement? Just waltz in?
Yeah.
You want to do
No,
it
yeah,
different?
like
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
All
What I mean, really, what's gonna happen? Nothing.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Okay.
be.
I'm gonna say Mallow probably will at least change. He'll shapeshift or something into Old Man Mallow again, just because that seems to be a good classic standby. And we'll have him roll, I guess, a stealth check and have him kind of like sneak around behind you guys, just in case. Because I feel like Mallow. And then you guys will just walk into the city otherwise. Yeah. So Easthaven. It's been a bit. So let's do the do. So you guys would be coming in from the west side. Okay. So the town hall, I believe, is in the middle. That
Yep.
should be where Vellynne is and where Imdra's office is. That's kind of where they're sharing a space. You would know that for the most part, the town is recovered. Not too much damage. Not necessarily. Like there's still marks from
Buildings were
battles with the
destroyed,
dragon.
but
Well, and
livelihoods were
I
not
guess what I'm
fucked.
trying to say is at this point, over to 10 days, or almost 3 10 day have passed since you guys were last here. So you guys just basically see that most of the reconstruction effort that was underway seems either done or mostly complete. Since there really wasn't, you guys did a good job with helping give materials, and like it wasn't as much work because of your help, right? So it's just the town is doing pretty good. Besides that, I guess the question is, do you want to head to like the inn? Do you just want to head straight to the office? It sounded like that's what the goal was. I just wanted to open it up so I'm not just like heading you straight somewhere.
I mean, we do need to rest, so that too, but it's just. Oh, fuck. Okay.
So,
I gotta run upstairs real quick. Apparently, Hutch is dropping off my pressure washer right now.
all right, no worries, man.
How
We'll wait for a minute.
convenient.
Yeah. But I say drop off the items and rest, so I'll be right back in 5 minutes.
All right, what do you guys think?
Do we need to rest?
Look at your like HPs and abilities, and you tell me.
That's what I thought. Just
Were you keeping track in Roll20 or?
I do both just in case one resets.
That's smart.
I think I'm
I get.
doing pretty good actually.
Yeah, I mean, I use some of my like limited use ones, but
Okay.
cause I'm full health. I was like,
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think you got hit much. I think it was mostly Kara was kind of focused and Mallow was really focused in the last fight.
Yeah. So, do we know where those like Yeti? We do. I guess we can kind of guess, but like the Yetis were not like a chance encounter. I don't think, right?
So your characters would remember. They were basically standing on bluffs, blended in with the snow as much as they could, which Yetis are pretty good at. But with Kara's keen eye, it wasn't too much of an issue. And yeah, they basically stood up out of the snow as soon as they saw you, and actually made they screamed essentially, and climbed down the cliffs specifically to head after you. Um, I mean, you could kind of infer to some degree they must have been either looking for travelers or you. You don't necessarily maybe know, but when those cold light walkers came, I mean, you guys know what those are related to, so you can kind of infer what you will from that. If that to make sense.
Okay. Well.
So I guess the question is, are you guys just agreeing with Kara? Go to the town hall, give her
Alright,
the
back.
book. Welcome back.
Yeah. Since we're kind of just nonchalant going into the town, I don't see why we shouldn't just go directly into town hall and look for the person we need. Unless we are stopped in the street or notice some latent hostility. I think that's fine.
Okay.
Agreed.
yeah, we don't really need to take like alleys and shit. I don't think.
Yeah. So for the most part, you guys just walk right in. Mallow is, like I said, kind of staying behind you guys a little, like kind of limping along like an old man and sticking to like shadows and underhangs of buildings. As soon as a town guard sees you, though, they do kind of like wave at another person and both run over to you. And I mean, you guys, this isn't the first time that's happened in Easthaven. If you guys remember, the town knows you well, like you said. The guard knows you exceptionally well, considering you guys were considered criminals at one point. Yeah, so they run over, and the first guy's, guys, you made it back. You made it back. Okay, we're supposed to do the thing. Supposed to get you to town hall. You're not supposed to be seen. Can you guys have cloaks? Can you put hoods up?
I can put a hood up, but I kind of have a wingspan.
One of them like immediately starts looking around, and eventually he like sighs really heavily when he doesn't see anything he's looking for. And he like unclasps his own cloak and immediately shivers as he like walks around behind you and like throws his cloak over your wings as best he can. And he's like, "Oh, just go quick down the road, down the main drag. Let's go. Come on, hurry, hurry, hurry! Middleman, cloak up. Everyone else, cloak up. Let's go, let's go."
Kara will comply. Try and like kind of tuck her wings under her like it was like a towel. Like
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Like holding the wings just down to your body as you can, and he's just kind of like
just like
holding the
go
cloak
under
over
the
you.
armpits.
People are
just
looking
kind of-
like worrying that you're some sort of criminal that's being like like walked to the jail or something that they don't want to show the face of for some reason. But like yeah, they maybe not. You think that you are pretty covered at least. But it's a weird little kind of shuffly dance that you guys do, and eventually make it to the town hall. And when you walk in, he kind of then tosses the cloak off you. He's like, "You're fine now, okay? So everyone here's a friend. We're good. So honestly, you should just
Thank
stay here. It's been
Thank you.
odd without you guys around."
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for the cloak. And Kara will give it back to the one who has now been called.
Yeah, yeah. He immediately like puts it on, goes and runs
And,
over to
you
a
know.
fireplace and just like sits by the fireplace under the cloak, just shivering, trying to warm back up.
Before he disappears, she'll just, a platonic kiss on the cheek.
Uh oh. Stands at attention for a second and like shuffles off instead. But yeah, so Imdra at that point would kind of have been alerted already. Guards would have probably run ahead of you guys to some extent, and she kind of busts out of her office and starts waving you all over, not going too far out, clearly kind of looking past you at the door. Worry is definitely in her eyes to some degree, but you can tell that for the most part things are still operating as normal. And, when she leads you in, Vellynne is still in there. And she kind of looks over and... Okay, you guys are actually back. I thought they were lying to me. This is fucking amazing. Do you have my arm? Do you have the book?
Kara will pull Professor Scant out of her pocket and the book out of between her cleavage.
The book! She immediately, like, forgets about the orb, runs over, and tries to grab it from you.
Kara will just keep it away for her for a second and just hand
Okay,
her
at
the
least
orb.
I'll settle for the orb. Can I have Professor Scamp back, please?
She'll hand over the orb.
Okay, so she takes it gently, and just kind of like, it's good to have you back, Professor. And he's like, oh, it is good to be back, Vellynne. Might I ask, did you hire these people? Are they doing the thing that we talked about? Oh yeah, that's the one. Oh, I thought it was the other plan, the one with the boat. No, you're an idiot. This is all Frost. And she looks back up at you, just like, okay, so the book, that's the real one. Can you open it? Does it have the Rime of the Frostmaiden in it?
To be fair, we didn't really have time to examine it very heavily because upon trying to leave with it, we were met with oral.
It wasn't pleasant.
I mean, can you just open it and check if you're not going to let me? It literally just leaf through a couple.
Kara will open the book and leaf through a couple of pages.
Okay, you would eventually alight upon a page that does have a title, Rime of the Frostmaiden.
Yes,
Look
there
at this
is a page that has that.
You don't have to do anything with it, but since you are now aware of the page, you are now aware of that.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. That is exactly what we needed for the plan. Now, how do you guys feel about going way to the north?
We're gonna
Considering that we
hold
don't
that
have much of a
thought for just a
choice.
moment. Like turns and just faces the Captain Imdra. So, what's with the routine here?
I'm sorry, what was your last word? I was clearing my throat.
Routine here.
Routine.
What's with the routine?
Okay. There have been some less than savory rumors lately, and, well, I should say within the last, I don't know, 10 day or so, well, 15 days. Specifically, right before the storms started getting worse, and that kind of led people to thinking perhaps the rumors were a little more true than I would like, and it's caused some issues in the town, and I just didn't want people to see you and cause an issue. Is that okay? Do you mind just laying low for now?
You know, the second we step foot outside of this door, that problem is going to happen regardless of whether we try to lay low or not.
I'm not sure what the problem even is, and we're still trying to figure that out. So if you either can A, enlighten me, or B, help me, that's really all I'm looking for in that regard.
So what are the rumors?
That you are working with the Frostmaiden, that you are actually here to do her bidding, and that the dragon you killed was done so because there was someone else trying to take over her lands.
Well, that's discrediting, for sure.
The bigger issue is that you disappear and then storms start increasing. The blizzards have not let up for days.
Well, that does coincide when we picked a fight with a god.
At that point, Vellynne, like, she was like sipping some tea or something, or some hot mead, and immediately just like spit takes out across the table. You actually fought her! I told you just get the book and get back. Why did you not listen?
So
Well, we didn't have a choice.
when a god
She appeared the
decides-
moment we got our hands on the book.
when a god decides that we aren't supposed to leave her island and we have to fight our way out, we don't have a lot of options.
Kara, what's your passive perception?
21.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. So it's at this point, you guys would finally notice the door into the room closes, and Mallow like throws his hood off, and he's just like, "You guys left me out there. You know that, right? Like I was following, and you closed the. I mean, I at least told you I was sneaking. You could have." He just kind of like walks and joins the group. He had a 22 stealth roll, so you missed.
Listen, you still have
behind
frost resistance. I don't.
I mean, he's
so-
doing his job. I don't know what he wants.
He wants to be part of the friend group, okay? He wants to not be
And he-
forgotten.
And he hasn't forgotten. It's just, you know, he said he was being stealth. I didn't realize that we had to strap a leash to him and pull him into a room.
Regardless, he will rejoin you guys at this point, and just, Alright, so what are we even doing here? Again, they have the book now. Can we go? Or... and Vellynne will actually, at that point, just be like, I mean, yes, we should probably go if you did pick a fight with the Frostmaiden, and it would explain the fucking storms to your point, because of course she's gonna be out for your goddamn blood, because she knows you have the book and are trying to kill her.
Arrow's just, yeah, man.
You realize I have to travel with you if we want this to work, right? I do not wish to die. Thank you.
Well, we're not gonna let that happen easily.
Okay.
I don't know
I'm
what you
gonna
want
take
from us. You know
solace
what
in
you
the fact that you at least survived her once, and hope you can do it again. Now we need to go to the Regga Glacier. And as she says that, she will kind of like pull down a map that she has, like almost like a projector screen, but just of the Icewind Dale. We'll go back to yours. So, far, far, far in the northeast corner, if you look, there is the Regga Glacier. That's where she needs you guys to get to. She would definitely look to you in particular, Kara, and just basically, so, I know you're the tracker. You think you can keep us alive all the way out to there, with Oral doing her whole Blizzard game?
Yeah. Get us there? Probably. And, we're far enough away from Oral's territory where she's probably not aware of every move we make. Having said that, if rumors have been spread against us, it's just not Oral we have to worry about, it's the townsfolk.
Yes, I agree. Amdra kind of speaks up. But that's why if you just, don't let them know you're here, maybe it solves that problem. Yeah, that's my hope. I mean, the problem is we also have
tell that
murders
to the
occurring.
Yetis that attacked us on the way here.
Yetis? Yetis?
Yeah, there were Yetis. Yeah, they were at
Yetis?
the crossroad
Versus
between.
also.
They were at the crossroad between Bryn Shander, Caer-Dineval, and Goodmead.
Are they perhaps
Dead.
moving in because of the storms? Doggo.
Well, there were also a couple of cold walkers that we know are
Those usually are only there when
pawns
Arl wishes
of
harm
Oral.
upon people. Okay, so Arl's hunting you is what we're being told. Is that what I'm hearing here?
Probably. I mean, we did steal her book, literally in front of her. So.
Yeah, that's a fair point, but I mean, unless she knew what you were trying to do with it, I could have assumed that she might have let you take it as worshippers.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah,
See,
I'm kind of seeing the
she's-
picture here now, I think.
Let's
Yeah.
be clear about one thing. I have never hidden my grand design.
That is fair, but the Turtle Man said that, perhaps for some reason. She looks over at Pluzak and he's just like, I did reason, and that might be how Oral learned why we wanted the book. And she's just like, I really should have made things more clear. I felt like I did, but I guess I needed to make things more clear.
It's not that you didn't need to make things more clear. It just, madness was involved.
Yeah, okay. Between the Frosts and Arl herself, I could kind of understand that. Hey, what's done is done anyway.
Besides, it's not like we did. We focused on running, but it's not like we did kick the shit out of her for the most part.
That's
She should be
fairly
wheeling,
impressive.
at least for now.
I mean, I guess you guys are here, like I said before, which is, heartening endeavor. I figured you ran, but, I guess if you can face Arl, then maybe this next part ain't gonna be so hard.
We were also fighting her in her domain, and she had that big-ass fucking bird.
She will always have the big-ass fucking bird unless you kill it. That is her rock. Did you not know about that bird?
Not till we found it.
That is how she flies around the Icewind Dale every couple nights, or every night. Every night. Looks at him, Drud. She's like nodding. And casts her stupid spell that keeps everything like all bullshit like this.
I feel like if someone had told me that before we got to the island, we might have been able to hatch a plan to kill the damn thing.
I feel like if you had
Sincerely,
perhaps
I thought it
spent
was
more
a
time
carriage.
asking after your query, you might have learned that pretty readily.
Well, to be fair, she is a goddess of some sort, so it's not out of the question that she wouldn't necessarily need a vehicle to fly.
She can, I think, technically fly herself. It's just not as fast. But that's from rumors I have heard. You guys would know better than me at this point. And I would point out that Mace, you would definitely remember during the fight, there was a point where Arl looked like an owl, and despite the fact that she was teleporting around a bit, she also did have the capacity to fly.
Yeah,
you would have seen in that form. So, one 6 1 half does another, right?
Point made, point taken.
And at that point, Imdra would kind of speak up though, and she just stops the group and says, "There is one other thing. I didn't want to distract too much, but I guess if we're talking about stuff like this, if you're before you go, I guess I should say, this was left for you." And she's gonna take just a little piece of paper. It looks with 2 folds on the front, and then the back is also folded over twice. I don't know if I can find a picture of what I'm trying to describe well enough, but essentially she just hands it over to you, Kara. It just has kind of like a, I guess it would look to you like claw marks, but made with an ink brush, a calligraphy brush,
Okay.
across the front. And she actually would, I guess, continue. It was the blue one that traveled with you for a while who left it.
Oh. I will unfold the paper.
Okay. Vellynne would see you start to do that, and she would try and interject at least, and say, "Can you do that while we travel? I would prefer to plan now, and go to the glacier and do things before Arl's actually able to get to you if she's really trying. Because honestly, now that we have the book, we're in go mode. We can go. We can just do this. I kind of wanted to at least prep you more, but honestly, if she's behind you, we could do it on the road." Do you continue to unravel? Do you care? I don't know.
Well, seeing as how we've had a fight to get before getting here, we would like to rest. If we're going to have downtime anyway, I'd like to see what a friend has to say.
Yeah. So
Not to mention that it might be
It
wiser
might be
to
relevant to
depart
what we're
later,
doing.
considering that during the day most people are liable to see us and act out.
Imdra?
Imdra, yeah, thanks you. Just immediately looks at you, Claw, and or Mace, and is nodding in gratitude, very clearly, just like yes, please, more, or the less the trouble potentially caused, the better. Thank you. But Kara, as Mace is talking to her and she's talking back, you would open the parchment. You unfold it far more times than it at first seems necessary, but reveals what seemed to be a hand-drawn map, and what also looks to be a short letter, cleanly written besides it. The expert calligraphy, much like the front, dances across the pale page, with a visage akin to scars made by fearsome claws. It's very distinct, but very, very clear. It simply says, "Hail, Kara, Mace, Mallow, Leif, and Pluzak." As of nearly 210 day ago, the blizzards of the realm grew in frequency and ferocity, which led to a rapid bloom, in the frost jade flower. As soon as it reached the peak in its cycle, I carefully harvested both it and the plant itself. We were also able to catch the Goliath tribe you mentioned, a strange bunch, but the love of challenge among them was vastly appreciated. The leader and horned one were still there, so both of our quests have been completed, as they now have the plant. As we have headed back through the 10 towns, however, rumors began to catch our ears. Well, my companion's eyes. That seemed to indicate danger lurks, sinking poison fangs of deceit into the people here. Someone, or perhaps something, seems to be seeking you. As you have impressed me, and Ravnus does speak well of most of you, I extend a hand of help. I need to return to my realm, but if you were to follow behind us, myself and my sect would be more than willing to help you all grow strong enough to at least give these forces seeking you a nice surprise when they spring their trap. With what I hear of your navigator's skill, you should have no trouble finding our world tear by following my guide. I hope to see you soon, so I can thank you again in person, but for now, I hope that this written gratitude will suffice. My deepest thanks, Jinglong Kai. And let me...
Looking at the map, where would this tear be?
Yes, I will show you. You would note that it is all the way down over here, below Leif's people. Maybe did too many
Below
circles.
Leif's people. 'People. 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 ' So below Laves people being the X, or below Laves people being it's literally where it's circled?
Where it is circled. Yeah, I will clean it up. I did that to try and make it more
Yeah,
obvious,
yeah,
but
okay.
honestly, if you look, there's kind of like, not necessarily a clearing per se, but like a little inlet in the mountains there.
Yep.
It is kind of, you would see specifically that area kind of led to, or at least outlined, is probably the better term. So it is in the opposite direction. It's your
Hmm.
choice what to do with that. I would tell you. So I guess the question becomes: is it just you reading the letter, or was that out loud?
I
How?
would have read it out loud.
Okay. So I would tell you Pluzak at a minimum. Let me go to my notes. He said if he heard the letter, so he would look at Vellynne, and he would actually say, Vellynne, I understand that you are about to be disappointed in me, but I believe that we should probably listen to this friend's letter instead of going after the Ragged Glacier. When we fought Aurel, we all basically died. Being strengthened, maybe smart, as she now knows our strengths and weaknesses, and we should probably think of something new to combat her and whatever lies ahead. And of course, he's kind of half speaking to the room as he says this.
Hate to say it, but he's right. The main problem here being, though, that we're still restricted to the confines of this area.
Mm-hmm.
Referring, of course, to the, I guess, the game that they talked about, right?
So I would remind you if you, well, actually, you would know pretty implicitly. Let me just go to it. The phrase, if I can find it. The black circle refers to rule number 3. Only pieces on the board may be involved. So what you'd actually surmise is that if you manage to make it out of the black circle, you actually would be safe from the game for a time being. Basically, that's my way of telling you, I guess, just from DM to player, the side content
The area of
bullshittery.
influence of the hex, or
Yeah, the side content bullshittery stays in this area, so it's not going to influence any of like the actual campaign material going forward.
okay, okay, got
Like
that.
once you get out of that circle, if you're doing shit, it's just gonna be the campaign stuff. So that's
Understood,
that's kind of the
understood.
that's kind of what's going on there.
No, I mean that's fine. It's good to clarify because
Yeah, yeah.
I legit thought like we were gonna get
Get
hunted
trapped to it.
down
So
if
you,
we tried
if you're
to
in
like
the
exit
circle,
it.
yes. Outside, you clean. Yeah. So
Well, I mean, in the circle we're still being badmouthed by Oral, but you know,
well, you say by oral. That you might want to talk to your party about that.
yeah, well, I'm
If if
blaming
if you
Oral.
actually orate that out loud, by the way, then Mallow would probably correct you to some degree. But if not, don't worry about it.
Ah, sure, I'll say it out loud.
Yeah. So then he would probably remind you that it's. I don't think it's moral. I don't think this. Do her people talk? No, it's my family. It's my stupid dad and my stupid siblings. I bet that they just got lucky, or all got mad after they started to spread rumors because they want us to be hated by the townsfolk.
To be fair, I don't realistically know just how much that gets them. Most of these people are,
I'm still
well,
confused how they could think
getting
a
by.
dragon destroying their town was a sign that they was going to fight against a god. What does blowing up a town have to do with fighting a deity?
So Imdra actually takes note as you guys are talking about all this stuff. Specifically, she looks at Mallow and it's just, "Can you explain that further?" And he's just like, "I don't know how it works. I just know that my family likes to spread rumors, and that's how they do their business. And I guess they're really good at it. So they're probably the ones who are spreading rumors. And I guess they just wanted us to be hated. And there's probably people that they're also spreading rumors about that will get killed. And that's how they do their business and make their name known." And she's kind of like, hand on chin considering, and she does say like, "Yes, there have been murders. They're few and far between. Corpses rotted, weird dead flowers usually outside the doorways or somewhere in the home with like a dead rat inside the vase. Does that sound familiar at all?" And Mallow's like shaking his head no, but if the rest of the party wants to try and do an insight or a history check, maybe you can think of something different.
You can. I'll roll the check afterwards.
I
But
mean, unless you consider something just that you know. That was more like if you needed help. Yeah.
if what I remember from Serena was correct, there is a way to contact one of the hex to do a business transaction. You had to, I guess, put together a ritual of sorts where you would, whichever one you were contacting had a specific manner of being contacted. This one has something to do with the
She
decaying
has a
corpse
notepad out.
or death. They leave a name with whatever their offering was, and then see how it goes from there. Now I'm gonna roll the check and see if I was anywhere near fucking close to what it
You
was
are
supposed
very close. The check is going to determine how many details you remember, essentially, or what you can infer depending on the check. So go for it. If
You
anything,
said history?
you can do history or insight, and I will let you roll for with advantage, I should say, because you remembered quite a fair bit about what was discussed earlier.
Alright,
And I
I'm gonna
appreciate
do
that.
insight with advantage.
Okay.
20.
So 20 is very good. Just trying to find where he is because I have a lot of notes. Yeah. So I think I'd have to go back and look at the recording, but we're just going to give it to you. We're going to say that during your travels, since you guys did travel a fair bit with her, Serena would have given you some details on how some of the siblings operate. You would know that the hex of the fetid curse usually states to leave dead flowers somewhere that is visible, like around a house of someone that you wish dead. Inside the vase of the flowers, there should be a dead rat, and inside the stomach of the dead rat should be a payment of gold coins that you believe the person is worth, essentially. Mallow would definitely kind of speak up, and he's like, yeah, that sounds like the story of dumb bullshit Dad used to tell me I need to start thinking up. For him, it's you have to hang the coin purses in the second floor window that they can be seen, and if it's enough money, then they could go and kill the guy. It's so dumb. And,
Why all the mysticism? I mean,
because
I
we're
didn't
supposed
think
to be the
organized crime would.
Hex. We're supposed to be mysterious, and, like, people are supposed to not think we're real.
Well, I guess that helps sometimes when you're not looking for people to track you, but
We're rumors and
You know,
whispers, is what he always said.
on the technical side of things, I feel like your particular sibling doesn't get a lot of money. You can't really stuff a lot of money into a rat.
It's not about how much money he makes, it's about spreading the name, spreading the curses, spreading the disease that is my fucking family.
Hmm. Looks to Imdra. Well, now you have a mode of operation.
Yeah, that helps quite a bit. I'm still a little hesitant, honestly, because you're talking about someone who can act like a curse. Yes? Like, without being seen, he kills people. Without what seems like use of a blade, even sometimes, or at least the bodies are so decrepit lots of times, it's hard to tell.
Oh, I remember this one. He's a fan of using magic and tools that don't leave a trace.
That
Poisons.
sound right, I guess. It doesn't seem like poison per se, but magic would make sense. She's like
Hmm.
still noting things down in on like a little notepad with a sheet of
Kara's
paper.
cracking her knuckles just at the thought of remembering that one.
well, how do we even deal with something like that? I imagine you can probably see him coming if he does, assuming it doesn't happen when we're asleep, or you're asleep, rather.
To be fair, he can get the drop on us without really trying, as he did that once.
Um, I guess Mallow would kind of be like, all right, well, but he did also do like my family's dumb bullshit thing where he pretended to be someone else. If we just don't accept anyone new in the party, we're fine. Stares at the turtle.
They wouldn't try the same thing twice, would they?
I feel like he's dumb enough and theatrical enough to do that.
Hey man, I don't know. I don't even really know how everything kind of works. I wasn't ever like I there was stuff I was told, but I didn't. It's me. I wasn't paying attention.
So, I guess I would be very blunt and ask Mallow how you identify a shape, oh, not a shapeshifter, uh, a doppelganger.
in general, I don't know. There's some magic items and spells Dad told us to be careful of, but like, you don't. You just
I rem I remember there was always a saying that where I come from that you can reveal a shapeshifter under the light of the moon. Don't know
Mallow
how
will point
literal
a
or
finger,
specific that,
just like nods it in agreement.
though if there is
Well,
no moonlight, I don't think it works.
Let me see something
I'm
quick.
fairly certain that Bluzak could probably call for moonlight if it required, but even then, I doubt most people would
Willingly
volunteer to
step into
get.
that? Yeah.
What
Yeah.
level is Moonlight as a spell? Do we know?
It's Druid level 2.
It's only a level 2 spell? Okay, so then yeah, he might
Yep.
be able to. We'd have to ask him when he gets back, but as for now, he will
Yep.
just say, like, it is not currently something at my disposal, but I will try and attune myself to nature and see what I can do.
And that is by no
Alternatively,
means.
we can always remove a finger, and if it changes, then we know.
Mallow just kind of is like, I mean, you can, but my family's a little different. And he, like, will shapeshift his arm again, and as he tends to, and be like, he broke our bodies a lot and made them different. Like, as far as I'm aware, he told me if my fingers get cut off, they'll hold their form. I just lose a finger.
Severe.
It hurt a lot. Remember all the time I was talking about that I hated? It was part of that.
Yep, getting repeatedly tortured, stabbed, cut, nicked, thrown into an area, beaten to death, brought back to life, beaten to death, brought back to life.
You forgot about poisoned until you were peeing blood, so that you could build up resistance.
I remember that one. Wasn't so much poisonous, and it would just. Anyway.
I'm
Blunt
so glad
force
I'm not a
trauma,
gag.
embarrassing,
Yeah.
loss of total bladder. Not bladder control, total bladder.
Bladder gone.
Knocked clean out of the body.
Anyway, I think it would be wise if we got some sleep in, and then in the morning we can head to the tear, as it would probably be the smarter choice to make.
Okay, so you're all not actually gonna go with me, and you still have the book. Are you taking the book? Can I have the book? Where are we doing with the book?
I'm gonna hold on to the book because there's always a chance that someone here turns into a shapeshifter and it goes missing.
Not to mention that you could be targeted if you have it on your person. We'd rather take that onto ourselves.
Like, you're not gonna be targeted as soon as you go out into the fucking wilderness.
Well, sure, but
Sure,
we're
but I
trying to
have
protect your integrity,
you.
not ours.
Oh, alright, fair enough. Listen, just
Here's
make sure you keep it safe. You fended off all one time. I'm gonna have to just play the odds. You can do it again if you really need to.
that's the plan.
I'm not gonna say no is the problem because you're getting stronger. You said the book or the letter said. All right, well, yeah, I can't exactly complain, right? But I swear to God, if any of the other, well, I guess they can't get there first if you got the book. Yeah, all right. I'll take it for now.
Plus,
I
we did
swear
get
to
you your
God,
orb
if you
back.
don't come back, I'm going to be so angry.
We at least got you your orb back, so you have someone to rant with.
Speaking of, yes, although I do not know how long he will be mine, considering the path that you are soon to travel. Is that something you wish to discuss now, or would you like to do so upon your return?
What are you giving us, Mr. Professor Scant, or something?
I'm not exactly sure if I will be able to follow. That depends wholeheartedly upon what comes next. So, at a minimum, yes, I will probably end up leaving him with you so that when you reach Yithrin, he will be able to assist you as I would have hopefully, or will hopefully be able to if I can actually make it with you. I am worried these old bones are not going to make it through the ice and snow, through the Ragged Glacier, and to the city, honestly. So, I'm just trying to play it smart.
Understood. Can I do a Valkyrie thing and see if she has the specter of a Valkyrie ready to kill her or something?
What's your passive insight, I guess?
If
Not
it's too great.
I'll
It's a
let you
13.
roll it. 13's okay. Yeah, you don't necessarily sense like a loom of death or anything over her, nor does she seem to be a chosen one of any sort. If anything, it just seems like she just seems kind of frightened of weathering or being in the weather, considering the blizzards and the fact that Arl's minions are after you guys.
Hmm. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't see the shadow of death hanging over you, so I think you have time.
She kind of like looks confused for a moment to a degree. Like, she's like I don't I thank you. Are you saying you're not gonna kill me? Is that? I'm glad I'm not dying. Like, okay, I'm just gonna talk about the plan. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, that's fine. I was trying to comfort you, but I guess it didn't work out that way.
I
Don't mind her too much. She gets all mystical and magical sometimes.
And you have room to doubt me at this point?
Hey, I'm just telling it like it is. I have no personal stake on this.
Hmm.
okay. I'm just gonna do this then. Okay. So, where you guys intend to be going is what's known as the Ragged Glacier. It's a gigantic frozen glacier that has been, well, technically encasing what I believe is an ancient Netherese city for quite a long time. I believe this city potentially contains what I have translated, with the help of Professor Scant and my own research, to be some sort of gigantic weapon that can be controlled by multiple mages at once in order to do something involving solar energy. And as we all know, Aurel should be weak to solar or radiant energies, as sun beats ice or something like that. Regardless, I want to get control over this weapon so we can use it against her, make her weaker, and then you guys can go and gank her as the little lady here has wished for a while. Everybody
I'll
follow
do
me.
it.
In of itself sounds fine. Uh, where are you going to get enough mages to manipulate this thing?
Oh, that's the best part. Apparently, you don't have to be mages. You just have to attune to it, or can. I don't. Listen, I'm not going to say the scriptures are the most clear thing, and I'm working on translations from people who don't know the language to begin with, so some things don't quite make some sense.
I know
That's,
this question has probably already been asked before, but say we succeed in all this, what are you getting out of it?
So, the people I work with, the Arcane Brotherhood, have tasked me with getting to this Netherese city so that we can, afterwards, move in and research all of the ancient Netherese magic items and things. I mean, it's ancient tech. It's stuff that we dream of knowing from eons before
Are
the
any of
weave was.
your brotherhood like the girl we met on the island?
I am, and there was also another one of us who should be kicking around somewhere. Like to wear red robes. Um, I'm really hopeful we can get there before he does, but since we have the book, or you have the book, we should technically be able to. So,
Because Ness isn't an individual I would call people friendly.
oh no, she sucked. She's a dumb little bitch, and I hated her. Did you kill her? I hope you killed
No,
her.
she was already dead.
Yes. Like fist pump.
Okay. And Kara will return it.
Oh no, not fist bump, but fist pump. But either way, yeah,
Oh.
no, she but yeah, she'll take it. If you put out a fist, then she will immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, if it
Regardless.
helps, if it helps you in any sense of the word, Mallow got in some psychological torture before she passed.
Oh yeah, I did. And she's like, nice, good, yeah, fuck that bitch.
Brain damage.
So you have another member of your order that's running around somewhere out there trying to find all this?
I believe so. I haven't been able to quite locate him. And of course, there could be others. I'm not quite sure how many of us they actually did send. I'm just aware of the three of us that were assigned it when I was assigned it.
Hmm.
I was trying to do it fast enough, but I didn't quite get
All of
there.
a sudden,
I'll give
I'm
you the
not so
name of the other
comfortable
one.
with the idea of the Arcane Brotherhood controlling a weapon that can kill gods.
Hey, listen. As long as you use
Gods,
it
a
against Arl,
god.
yeah, I can't necessarily guarantee anything else.
Not to mention that We almost managed it. How powerful could that thing really be?
Oh, actually, it was already there, wasn't it?
Well, a bunch of angry underground dwarves made a dragon capable of destroying the area, and these are a group of extinct people that had the forefront of a magical empire. I'm willing to give them a bit more credence than those dwarves.
Alright,
Well,
I finally found it. Sorry, it took a while. The third wizard's name is Dazan. Dzaan. I'll put it in chat. I don't know if you guys have notes on it, but you might have heard it before. That's the only reason I'm throwing it in there. Lobby. Didn't mean to interrupt, but I had to.
done. Okay. Realistically speaking, we don't really have much of a choice here. Unless we find Oral and beat the shit out of her before, well, the whole Codicil of White mission happens, which is going to be happening while we're doing this anyways. I also don't honestly think that Oral is going to show herself until she sees that she has a
A threat?
reasonable chance. Or the upper hand.
Ethical quandaries aside, for when we get to the city, we'll save it for after the crisis is done. Now, plan going forward, go to the tear, get some training, leave the tear, find an ancient lost city, kill a god, deal with rumors.
Somehow that order of priority sounds unusual.
I'm open to move kill the god to further up to the forefront, but I think I'm the only one.
No, no, no. Listen, I'm here with you, and I support the idea. I do not relish having been encased in ice for a prolonged period of time, but I do want to kill her for doing it, so I'm with you. That said, as you mentioned before, it might be important for us to get stronger before we do.
Mm. Well, we'll look to Imdra. Is there a safe place we can sleep without, disturbing the public?
Do you mind using the soldiers' barracks here?
Bed to bed.
Then yes. I can take you there right now.
Well, Vellynne, do you want us to take Professor Scant now, or do you wish to hold on to him?
Oh no, if you just make sure you come back through here, come to me, and then we will go to the regulation. I'm going to. So, what? Usually the Rime or the Frostmaiden is there to call upon her power, but we are going to have to channel and focus that through a spell circle of my design to basically open up the Ragged Glacier. I'm kind of doing like I don't know if you ever heard the wizard game Uno. There's a thing called the Uno reverse card.
I see.
Apparently that's
I never
canonical
learned
in
of
the
that
universe
game,
now.
but my father used to own a cube of Rubik. I don't know what.
Those are classic trial. Those are difficult. I don't know them very well.
I never managed to solve it, but he said that once I did, I would essentially graduate.
Yeah, well, guess you're still not graduate. Listen, I still wouldn't have graduated either. So
I took my strengths elsewhere.
can tell. And she just like looks you up and down, looks at the hammer, just nods. But otherwise, she starts gathering stuff at this point, and you can tell that she's kind of like thinking that if she has time, she's gonna just prepare for the journey. But otherwise, she seems, I guess, content enough to know you guys have the book, and she's assuming you'll be back to pick her up before heading to the Ragged Glacier whenever you decide to. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Fantastic. So Imdra, I guess, would step up and just ask quickly, like, so is there anything that I can do to stop these rumors, or at least stop the murders from happening? And Mallow would just be like, no. Unless you guys have any other advice.
I mean, you could cook up an elaborate scheme to try to catch someone, but it's probably going to just end up with more people dead. So I'm going to actually defer to Mallow on this one. This is probably going to run its course until we actually put in the effort to eliminate a member of the Hex.
Well, in all honesty, I guess there's always the option that we could like show ourselves and hope that they follow us when we leave.
That said, if we exit the area of the game, well, they're probably not going to do anything.
Except keep spreading rumors and killing people.
So should we maybe make a show of exiting the area? That way they can't really blame us for anything.
Oh, I could definitely make it flashy. All I have to do is take flight and fly out of town.
I mean, would you mind? I guess I didn't really want to cause a scene, but to your point, if it makes them move on or go somewhere else, then it might be helpful.
Well, either way, we rest for the evening. I can fly off to the east and make a scene if everyone else heads out to the south, and we can meet up outside of the Redwaters Lake.
It's for me.
All right. So, I like the plan. Sounds good. You guys will definitely be able to rest in the barracks. That will not be too much of an issue. I just want to kind of know if you could, Kara, just draw me in orange like you did before, kind of the pathway that you're looking to take. And
Okay.
I will plan, or at least figure out
So
the travel.
that river that's moving along the south edge there.
This guy?
No, no. So leaving Easthaven. All right. So Kara's gonna fly out from the east.
Yeah.
And come down this way to meet up with the group.
Mm-hmm.
The group should just go straight out this way to meet to that point.
Okay.
Basically, the hope is to have the eyes looking in the direction she's going before she comes closer to the ground and flies down and around. So basically, high profile exit, dive down to the ground level, and then leave using terrain as cover, basically.
Alrighty.
At least that's the hope.
Yeah, so Mallow would suggest, if that's the case, the rest of the party should try and stay as low profile as they can. Wear cloaks, cover their faces, try and, just stealth rolls, essentially, is what he'd get at. And I'll let you figure out if you want to do stealth rolls or if you want to be kind of obvious coming back, Chris. But meeting up at that point
As
wouldn't
I
be an issue.
leave, definitely want to be obvious, but I guess when I hit the deck and try to maneuver away, that would be when I would try to stealth roll it.
Right, okay. So once you reach there, assuming everything goes okay, what's
hit
the
the long rest
pathing?
button beforehand, yeah?
Yeah, you guys can long rest. This is talking in the morning. Once you reach that point, what's the pathing, do you think?
Hang on a sec. I'm taking into account
Yeah, you're...
effects I have to roll for.
Yeah.
Once that's done and we meet up at that area, probably take the same route that we did previously and meander through here. Get there that way.
Alrighty. Alright, so, just to clarify, it is 7 p.m. when you started talking to Imdra and Vellynne. We can say, a couple hours have passed, 10 p.m. sound good for, like, when you guys take your long rest? Just what's the time?
Sure.
Be like? Okay, so we'll do 8 hours from there.
Do you want me to leave that route on the map or delete it?
6 a.m. No, leave it there for now. So, I guess, so you guys would awaken at 6 a.m. Are you trying to leave at that point? I'm just trying to do all the time count right now.
I mean,
Are you trying
guys
to leave
have a preferred
before?
time of departure?
Yeah, I guess it's more like, are you trying to leave with less people in the streets or more?
They should probably leave with less people on the streets, and I'm going to leave when there's a significant number of eyes to see me going off in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, are we traveling during the night?
It would be the morning, 6 a.m. the next day.
Oh, then
Yeah, you
then
did
yeah,
you
as
did the
early as
long rest,
possible, I
so,
guess, right?
yeah. Okay. So, all right. So I guess we'll put it this way. Those of you who are trying to leave without being seen, so that Kara can draw the attention, would need to do stealth rolls. Kara, you can just leave. I mean, you're a big enough spectacle. You don't need to really roll for anything. So let me roll for Mallow. Okay, Mallow goes basically invisible as he floats
Invisible.
up. Yeah.
He disguises himself as a a child playing with a soccer ball as he leaves the building.
Yeah. So it's only advantage for him, Leif, because he has his cloak of stealth thing.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. I didn't know that was
Okay,
clicked on.
That's
my
fine.
fault.
Just making sure. Yeah. So you're a 9 right now. 9's still okay. You're good. Mace. Fantastic. Okay. So you guys do your best, but Mace is still kind of shiny and reflective.
Yeah.
It's still a group check, so it's not like you did terrible. It's just, I mean, Mallow's crit is going to carry quite a lot of weight as he kind of guides you guys from shadow to shadow. So even with your shiny armor and kind of Leif making some heavy footsteps, you still manage to think that you got out without too many people noticing you. Maybe 1 or 2 here and there, but not huge amount of noise overall, considering. Kara, you on the other hand, you just kind of walk out of the town hall, 30 minutes after the boys, and you just kind of like stretch your wings wide, and make sure people start looking at you as you're flapping them as heavy as you can to make a bunch of noise, and you just kind of take up into the air and fly off. You circle around the town once or twice, head off to the east, and you believe that you've made a good enough spectacle that people are probably aware that you were there and then left. And then with that, you go and you meet up with the others without too much issue. I would point out that as you kind of land over here on the other side of the bluff, a blizzard is starting to kick up. It's kind of more just a snowstorm for now. So you will be able to at least get to the group before it turns into anything major. But you do believe that if you're going to be heading south, it is going to be through a blizzard today. So it's your choice.
I rolled deception to see if that helps anything.
Yeah. Okay. Totally. Yeah. So on your way back, you do as much as you can to like cover your footsteps, and like hide behind berms and things. To your point, to make sure that if there was anyone trying to follow you, short of it being like a bird in the sky, which you believe with the snowstorm would be kind of impossible, they will not be able to follow you after you initially landed after flying out of the city. But yeah, so you make it to the group. I guess it just becomes the question of how do you guys want to proceed, knowing a blizzard is basically kicking up, or is basically started by the time that you make it to the party?
I mean, from a travel point of view, I'd want to make it to those trees for cover.
Should we tie ourselves off like we did that one blizzard?
That would not be a bad
Probably
idea.
good
Okay. Do you guys want to do individual knotting on yourself, or do you want to ask someone to do the knots for you?
Oh, Leif, what's your survival?
Survival? Normal? Dead center plus 0?
Okay, so
Is that? Well, I thought we tied with sleight of hand.
That's fair. I'd let you do either.
I'm plus 5 on sleight of hand. Mallow's
All right.
probably fucking more than me though. But I can tie.
I suck at both, so
May said,
So-
please, someone tie my rope.
yeah.
I
don't
could
wear
roll with
shoes, so I don't know how to tie laces.
the lowest I can roll on this is a 10, and that's if I rolled a 1.
I feel like you should tie a rope. So.
I just want to double check and see if anyone did better than that. So
That would be okay.
Shit.
Yeah. So we're just gonna let your crit success basically let you tie all the knots without any issue,
It's like-
believing that
That's
like,
tight.
you
It
basically-
hurts.
No. It's like everyone kind of starts putting the ropes like around their waists, And Kara walks over, shakes her head, and like immediately restructures them into like a harness around the chest.
Harness,
Like
yeah.
yanks it tight enough that.
I could pick you up and carry you by the rope at this point.
Yeah. So, exactly. It's every single one in the party is just like attached enough that you could be dangling off of a cliffside and still attached to each other without issue, short of the rope snapping.
When
knots
Kara
will never
does-
undo, short of Kara being like, "Okay, come undone now, not."
when Kara does it to me, and I see this insane finesse with her hands and everything, I'm just like, can you can you make me nets?
Can I?
Can you tie these into nets? And I'm just like pulling rope out of my pack.
Honestly, yeah, I probably could.
Yeah, if you want to try and do that at a long rest, I wouldn't be against trying some
Oh
rolls,
shit!
see what happens.
Hell yeah!
Um, regardless, for the blizzard at least, you guys believe that you won't lose track of each other. Your sight is still going to reduce down to about 30 feet once you start getting hit by the blizzard. So I guess the question becomes, to Kara's point, do you want to just make it to the trees and wait? Or are you going to just try and continue through even once it starts snowing? What's the plan?
Well, once we make it to the trees, I feel like if we travel with the mountain at our side, we can actually get a little further because that geographic feature is hard to miss even in a blizzard.
Um, I assume we can't see the sun, right?
No, I don't think we can.
Okay. I was gonna say we might be able
Bluzak
to
can tell
use
us where
that.
it is, though, right?
What's that?
Hmm?
Didn't Bluzak have the ability to tell what time of day it was, regardless?
No, he can
Well, I
tell
was
what weather
thinking
is
more
coming,
for.
I think.
Yeah, I was thinking more for directional.
Yeah.
Uh, Short of a compass, I don't think that is necessarily the case. All right, so we good if we stop at the woods there for a second to see if the weather clears out a little bit to continue forward, or do we want to just risk it and just straight push?
Um, I mean, I feel like if we did stop at the trees, we probably should only stop for like a couple hours, like an hour or two or something. Because
Okay.
I assume it's gonna be a little better once we get into like the mountain range. It should help with the weather. I mean, I don't know, but and it's probably easier to maneuver having the mountains right there with us. I just don't want to. I don't want to sit in those trees for the whole day and lose.
Lose time. All right.
No.
So wait there. If wait an hour once we get there to see if the storm clears or lessens. If it does, we continue forward.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Okay. You guys, so I'm seeing it as maybe 5 miles to the trees, and we're going to say like you were 5 miles from the town. The first 5 is, of course, not going to be delayed at all because you guys were not quite in the storm yet. Man, I'm having trouble finding where the travel speed is. I'm pretty sure you guys have like a quarter mile an hour right now. Or no, you have snowshoes, half a mile an hour, I think is what you're at. Just trying to find it first before I dedicate to that number. There we go. On foot with snowshoes, half a mile an hour. Yeah. Alright, so it's going to take you like,
A day to get to the trees. Anyways.
well, yeah, so total of about a day to get to the trees. So it would probably be fine to stop and rest, wait and see what the storm does there anyway.
Okay.
So then, yeah, so we'll say 10 hours, or sorry, we'll call it 18 hours. Because it's about 10 miles between the town to the trees at half a mile an hour. Yeah, call it about 18. So you're moving quick because Kara's survival check will carry over as well. Why not?
Oh shit!
Crits are fucking awesome. Might as well.
Just sprinting through this storm.
Yeah. So once you arrive at the trees, so you're about midnight, right? So you definitely need to take a long rest or worry about exhaustion. Just keep that in mind. And yeah, so once you get there, the storm is not as brutal, but you would definitely be a little wary that it hasn't quite died down as much as you would believe a blizzard normally would. You're not sure if that means that it's going to persist for longer or if it's just more sign that it is perhaps Arl kind of fucking with you guys. Not that she would necessarily know where you are, you believe, but more just trying to make things harder for whoever is traveling. But you're not 100% sure. You just know this storm is a little bit weird right now.
Alrighty. I mean, build shelter and take rest. And I get set up a watch.
Oh, right. So, build shelter. What are you guys thinking?
And then probably igloos.
Considering you have snow above all else, yeah.
Okay. So, I guess just maybe to rephrase it, how are you guys going to go about it? You just gonna like build one big shelter? Are you guys gonna just dig kind of like a snow cave into the snow? You actually building blocks, cutting
Do
down
we have the
trees to make a
dogs?
cabin?
No.
We do not
Do
have the
not
dogs.
currently.
Okay. Then I would probably go just try to dig one bigger shelter. That way we can use the body heat of everyone to help warm us up.
That's a fair point.
I hate to
Ooh.
break it to you, but I have none.
Yeah, but everybody else does.
Yeah, you stay away from us with that cold metal.
Yeah, I don't want you sticking to me.
Just don't put your dick on them again.
Yeah, I was about to say, Leif takes things out while he sleeps.
Yeah, be careful.
All right, so we build that igloo for warmth.
Oh god. All right, so just do this. Group survival check. Let's just see how good it comes out.
Okay.
See if I need to make you guys roll con saves for the night.
Is that a group? All of us are rolling.
Okay. Oh,
Nice. All right, so
but it seems like some of us will survive.
well, I'm
Everyone
gonna
looks
say
at
since we're
Mallow.
all sharing the same structure, we will do a true group survival check. So let's see. So
I
you guys
just-
actually still had a pretty decent roll, thanks to Kara. It is still above a 10 total, so the shelter is decent enough. You're no longer on the island of Solstice, so I would say that because you've put the effort in, you know, it's gonna be okay. You won't need to do any con saves. Mace, once again, though, you do find that like you kind of are finding it odd how you have to reposition yourself away from like the entrance to this little snow cave, and like how you actually do find yourself wanting to be a little closer to everyone else because they at least do exude some level of warmth versus the chill of the cold that you are now starting to not necessarily get used to, but at least be more at norms with. But yeah. Besides that, you guys are able to do another long rest for the night. I'm not sure how much it's going to matter. So that would be another 8 hours. So you're about 8 a.m. day 62. So at this point, the storm has not necessarily died off, but it is dying down in the morning. You can continue, of course, to travel forward. Kara, I would start needing true blizzard survival rolls. So short of getting another crit to lead the party through the blizzard, you'll have to do 1 per hour. So we'll just say the blizzard is going to last for another 6 hours. So let's just do 6 rolls of survival.
First roll, second roll, third roll, fourth roll, fifth roll.
Okay, one more.
So 28, 12, 15,
One more
12,
for me.
18. Oh,
Yeah, 1 6. There we go.
20.
Okay, so that should be 3 miles total. So during the travel, you are mostly able to guide the party, but during about an hour's worth, or actually say a mile's worth total of travel, you realize that you actually redoubled back on where you were. So you guys only traveled 2 miles total across the first 6 hours of the day. But at that point, the blizzard does die down. So yeah, you guys will be kind of, we'll say, around, let me get to the orange, somewhere
Maybe
around
around
like
where-
here, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that's another probably 10 miles or so, right, to the yellow circle, you guys think?
It's
I think it's, yeah, the problem is it's not super lined up, right, so yeah, a little under every 10 is 5
so
miles.
we're about 7 miles from our 9 miles from our location.
No, stretch your arrow 1 more. So it's about 20 feet from where I'm seeing, right? Little under 20 feet. And 20 on the mark is a little over 10. So yeah, 12 maybe, 12, 13.
Okay.
We'll say it. All right, that sounds about right. So it's still half mile an hour. So you will probably need to stop 1 more time in the woods down there. we're just going to skip over it. I'm just going to take the time, unless there's anything anyone wants to do during the long rest.
I mean, the only thing I would do is attempt to make that net.
Yeah.
So that
do.
was 6. Okay. So 10 a.m. day 63. You guys continue your travel again. Got to get the last, 4 or 5 miles, I think, at that point. So it's another 8 hours of travel, we'll say. And you guys would be coming in from... Actually, I can close Mallow's sheet. He's here now. From the north of the next map. Let me just make sure that everything's set up right. Yeah, okay. So you will see, as I tend to do sometimes, a purple square on the top of this map. That is where you guys will be entering.
I did not click big picture mode. Excuse me.
Rough.
No,
Thanks.
you will see everything.
It's
Thanks,
time for the
Steam.
biggest of pictures. Alright. So let me tab over to my notes here. Okie dokie. So, I will at this point ask everyone to roll initiative, just because things may happen as you go forth at this adventure.
Nice.
I need to
Nice.
Fluzak.
Hey, I used all my important
Hold on.
rolls to get us here. That's
I
all I'm
just
gonna say.
realized
Yeah.
something. Hold on a sec. I gotta check something. Yeah, there we go. gotta actually roll his
check them.
Pluzak to get Pluzak numbers. Alright. Let's see. Kara is a 6. Mallow is gonna be a 7, because he's before Kara. And he's going big. Oh, and actually, I also need to... Bunk. You guys have your companions. Can't leave them behind. Okay.
I thought, is he just redoing the spell every 12 hours?
Yeah,
or
and
11
I'm
hours
not
and
really...
59 minutes?
Yeah, it's every day, and I'm not keeping track of it until he's actually here to keep track of it himself. I'm not going to take his toys away. I mean, honestly, they might not even be here just by nature of, like, using them, and he won't be there for the glory, so I already feel bad enough about that. I'm not just going to remove them by being, like, a dick on my own, like, forgetfulness or whatever.
They still got bombs strapped to them, don't they?
As far as you guys are aware.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Alright, so, Mace, you are definitely the first up. It's your choice whether you want to approach, talk to the party. What are you thinking? You would definitely, I wouldn't say you necessarily see it through the trees yet, but you hear almost this weird sound in the distance that you can't quite place. It's, if anything, kind of like a white noise, but very faint, and you can smell almost like the smell of ozone in the area. So definitely odd. You can tell something's up, but you can't quite see what yet. But, for a reference on the map, the portal is there.
Okay. So I can't. Yeah, I think I'm going to start moving. Like up till there, and can I do a perception check to see if I hear anything above that sort of like white noise?
Absolutely. Give me that perception.
Dude, but
Fantastic.
that's all right.
No, that's wonderful. So, yeah, with that perception check, you kind of focus in trying to hear above the white noise, but you kind of notice it's not actually loud enough for it to really be covering anything. As you walk forward, your own footsteps in the snow and the snapping branches still resound enough in the clearing that you realize that it's this white noise. It's not covering anything, but because you're focused on it enough, trying to hear over it, you realize that the noise is actually getting louder. It almost seems as if maybe getting closer, you think?
Okay.
But it's a weird sort of effect where there's nothing around. With that perception check, you're also looking around and you don't see anything. And as you kind of, get closer to the portal, you definitely can make out this weird purplish glow through the trees, purple and black, sort of like it just looks like cracks or tears in the space in front of you as you approach. And you would definitely say that the sound seems to be originating from that direction. But again, the fact that it seems to be getting closer sounds weird to you because it's not like the portal's moving closer to you, but the sound is certainly.
Right.
So, got that going for you.
Uh, does that take my action, or can I still take an action?
I'll let you take an action still. You're fine.
Well, in that case, I will
No.
hold said action to dash to maintain pace with Kara once she moves.
Okay, so you just want to move as far as she moves, essentially, within whatever your total
Yeah,
dash would be.
so long as it's possible, of course.
Yeah, so you were 5, 10, 15, so you're 20 right now, so you have 10 left from this plus the dash, so you have a total of 40 that you can move with her.
Wait, was that just 20?
25, okay. I thought you were in the front square.
Yeah,
So
no,
yeah.
that would make more sense.
Yeah, so you have
yeah,
another
I use
30
my,
from
my
there
main
to
30,
move.
and
Perfect.
then yeah, I'll just dash another 30 for whenever she moves.
Awesome, absolutely. Alright, so Pluzak would be up next. He is going to kind of catch up to you, Mace. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He will keep himself kind of tucked in the trees as he waits for his little friends, I'm on the wrong page, to come catch up. 10, 20. And that's it for him. Well, actually, I'll have him actually do a hide action. Not sure how well he'll hide, but he can try and hide. An 11. Okay, got that for him. He's going to try and hide and send the zombies forward as a scout. And he will actually say that to you, Mace. Let's let them go first. So if anything dangerous is there, we don't get hit before they do. But besides that, it will be the next turn. At this point, Mace, that sound that you heard that seems to have been getting kind of louder, it continues to do so until finally what sounds almost like speaker feedback is the best way to put it, just rings out throughout the entire enclosure, or clearing, I should say, and you would watch as the kind of purple and black cracks and hole starts to shimmer, and something seems to emerge out of it. This creature, at first you see one head, and you think it's just some sort of a lizard or
fuck.
dragon, but after a while, it does become quite clear there are other heads, followed by a massive body, a pair of wings, and as it kind of shakes itself off, it is covered in glittering scales. It seems to look around, and I'm not going to make you roll for this. We'll continue your last perception, Mace. It seems very lost and confused.
Really doing this, hey? Okay.
Hey man, why don't you guys have some fun? See how you can
Yeah.
I will tell
Okay.
you, with your party's setup, this is not even a challenging encounter.
Look, it's fine. I'm just saying.
Mallow, make
It's
sure that
you
you
know it's
did
shocking.
a long rest on your sheet. On whichever, it doesn't matter. I just see you at 42 health on my encounter builder, and just want to make sure you know that you did get long rests while you were away.
Can I signal backwards to whoever's able to see me, or
Absolutely, yeah. You have the held action, so I'm going to say that it's a little open, simply because this is kind of a interesting turn of events.
right? Yeah. So instead, then I'm going to uh make a. Actually,
So you said glimmering scales. Are we talking like metallic glimmer? Are we talking crystal glimmer? Are we talking
They simply shine in any light that hits them. They don't seem, if anything, there's too much multicolored kind of mix among the scales, especially where these multicolored heads seem to meet, to particularly say that they shine out in a specific way per se.
Okay,
And
so
you would
what
also
I'm
say
gonna
that just
do.
because they shimmer doesn't mean they gleam, if that makes any sense. Go ahead, Mace.
Yeah, sorry. Um, what I'm gonna do is use prestidigitation to make a small sort of holographic projection of the creature, the size of my hand, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna have that appear 10 feet behind me,
Okay.
uh, and sort of show the party, sort of like make a hand sign of like that's what's ahead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you would all see a pretty detailed version of it. So let me just send you the image to Discord. We'll just do it in chat here, I guess. So yeah, some more detail for you. You would definitely see in Mace's little imaging, his one-for-one model recreation. Anything else you want? I guess you can't really do too much more with the held action, so we'll just leave it with that. It does go to the next person's turn, however, which is Mallow. Mallow is up.
I'm just gonna try to move up, probably into this tree here to try to maintain cover and stealth.
Alrighty.
Go to here. I need advantage. Nope, not disadvantage. Advantage. 26.
Yep, absolutely.
And I'm just gonna stay here and try to stay hidden for now.
Awesome. All right. Kara.
I will take some steps forward and catch up to Mace, and I will ready an action to enlarge if it attacks. Actually, let me correct that. I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay. Do you want to enlarge first, since it's a bonus action?
No, because I think that might give me away first, because it hasn't seen us with the theoretical tree between us.
Yeah, but I think technically, as soon as it looks, the only person that's hidden, or that there's only two people hidden, right? So.
All right, in that case, yeah, I'll bonus action enlarge, and I will take the dodge action.
Okay. There, I'll boot. Dodging. Okay. Leif, you are up.
All right. Let's move up here with the rest of the party.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also going to now make my echo come. So he's already.
Okay.
And I'm good. I'm good like this.
Awesome. Alrighty. Mace, you're up again.
So then you know my power might go out. There's thunderstorms.
Oof. Alrighty. Thank you for heads up. What are you thinking, Mace?
Well, I think I think stealth is not going to be any use to me right now. So, seeing as everyone's kind of prepped for battle and ready to rumble, I have to imagine this thing can breathe some sort of like, breath of dragon. So, the question is it a line? Is it a cone? Is it all of the above? Um, so I think what I'm going to. mm, So I guess I'm going to indicate to the party what I'm going to try to do, and I am going to wait for feedback on that regard. um, I'm going to the idea I have right now is to essentially just go up there and call its attention. And if it acts hostile, we just engage, whatever. That's kind of the expected outcome. If not, and it's somehow a reasonable creature, which I sincerely doubt, then we can proceed from there.
All
But
right,
I'll
works for me.
essentially be drawing attention.
The subtle thumbs up from Kara.
Okay, well, that works then. I think that was it. Yeah. And I'll essentially just we know that our friend is also some kind of draconid, right?
Long is, but we never saw him go full dragon. We saw him go partial
Right.
dragon.
Yeah. But we know he's more than just a dragonborn, I think, yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
So
or that the
I
term
would
dragonborn for
clarify.
him is not the same as the dragonborn for us.
Yeah, that might be a better way to put it, because he did mention that he had met someone in this realm that was similar to him. And if you guys remember it all, in one of the care towns, the kind of like town sheriff, or guardsman, I guess you should say, kind of like Imdra is for Easthaven, is a dragonborn named Trovis. So he at least acknowledges that the dragonborn in this realm are something akin to him, or he has in your presence, but yeah, not quite the same by his wording. So I feel like the characters would have remembered that to a fair degree.
Okay. Then I'm going to go up to there and I'm going to talk aloud to the creature and say, uh, as I'm sort of like brandishing my hammer and my shield, uh, I'll say, uh, "My name is Mace. If you're here to, well, cause trouble, then I'll be your dance partner. Else, please state your business."
And you're saying this in common, I assume.
Yes, because I doubt there would be any point in me speaking giant or undercommon.
Yeah. So if you say that in common, it turns its heads towards you, still kind of looking around with maybe one or two of them, but the majority are definitely in your direction. And it opens its mouth and bellows a fearsome shriek in your direction. That I'm not going to do, even though I really want to, because I do not want to blow all of your ears out.
I'm sure I have a pterodactyl son somewhere.
Go for it.
Uh,
It's okay.
I'm gonna need to look
whenever
for
you
it,
get
but
there, man. No rush.
yeah.
It'll be perfect timing. All right. So anything else you want to do this turn, though? Figuring not so much.
No. Well, I'm gonna hold an action to. No, actually, I'm gonna take a dodge action.
Okay. Take dodge like Kara. Give you the boot. Okay. Okay. So Pluzak is up. Pluzak is going to send the zombies 5, 10, 15, 20, and he himself will stay in the trees, and we're going to try and do a better hide. Nope, I'm going to let him keep the 11 because he is at least trying to just maintain stealth and hasn't broken it yet. That will be him for now. It is this thing's turn now. So it will, as I said, shriek, and since it's staring at you, Mace, it's going to try and move in. Hold on, let me make sure I'm fine. Yeah, it moves to about here, and then it does indeed flail its heads at you, and will start swinging away. You're dodging. Uh-oh. Try this one more time. Has to roll all of these with disadvantage. Oh, okay, so one will still hit. Your AC is 21 or 22?
32.
22, okay, so one of them will hit you, and that is it. That was the fourth roll, so it's this one. Ooh, that's actually, I think, good for you. Oh, no, maybe not yet, but eventually. So, the first, or the only bite that actually strikes you, as these 5 heads kind of strike down at you almost simultaneously. You dodge out of the way of a bunch, you hit one away with your shield, and the last one manages to kind of bite down on your arm for a total of 10 lightning damage.
Ooh, okay.
And that's about it for their attack currently. Mallow,
Right.
it is your turn. Very smart to do the dodge, my friend, because you would have been hit by 3 if not for that. One of them was a crit. So I like the planning. That's good.
Trying to stay in cover and stay stealth and move to over here.
Okay. So you want to just maintain that stealth?
Yep.
Alrighty, cool. Um, anything else you want to do?
Um, is it going to take my action to maintain the stealth?
No, 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 no. As long as you don't break the stealth, you can maintain the one you had. The reason I was doing Pluzak's was he was trying to stealth better, but you know,
Okay.
didn't quite work out.
I'm going to cast Dark Vision on myself.
Okay, I'll let you do that. Touch yourself, 2 key points, I think.
That's it.
Alrighty. Kara.
Okay. Well, seeing as how this creature is probably going to be a challenge, I haven't done this in a while, I'm going to use my action to engage Radiant Soul.
No.
Cool. Go for it.
I don't have a
Is
button
it
to
an
click
action
for
or a
that.
bonus action, I thought?
Radiant Soul is an action.
Okay.
So I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to action Surge.
Alrighty.
And I am going to double check the wording on this because I haven't used it in a while. Once per turn, I can have an attack deal additional damage. Okay. So I used the first action to engage Radiant Soul. Second action is from action Surge, so 2 attacks. And
Okay.
first attack.
Where's my... That will not quite hit.
Okay, so 16s are a miss. And second attack's definitely a miss.
That is most certainly a miss. Not going to penalize you too much for it right now. You're doing alright.
Okie dokie.
Anything else?
That was action and action surge, and I don't think I can really do much for Hunter's Mark. There we go. So yeah, the creature is Hunter's marked.
Alright. So yeah, got a hunter's marked for
Actually, let me double check one last thing I can do here.
you. Alrighty.
From
I will
where
tell you you are on
was-
deck life, so as soon as he figures that out, it'll be you.
Yeah. I'm over here playing with my measuring tool, just hiding it from everybody.
Just
Mapping it out.
measuring yourself.
So
Hey,
from,
Sophia.
from here, that was 20. I can move 40. I am going to maneuver down to here. Do you want leading edge is the farthest I can go, or top edge is the farthest I can go?
It's just from whatever square you started measuring from is wherever it
Okay.
goes.
Then just going to move to here so that this thing has cone attacks. It doesn't fuck all of us.
Okay, your call. Yeah, alright, so Leif, you're up.
All right. We're gonna take. I'm just gonna come down here. These guys. Sound. I guess I could. Yeah, that's all I got right now. That's
Alright.
pretty much. Yeah, if I dash, it would fall. So.
Okie dokie. In that case, it will be Mace's turn again.
Right. Right. So in that case, I shall move over to here.
Mm-hmm.
I will assume that gives me advantage.
Yep.
Yeah. I will smack.
Alright. So, let's give him the boop.
Yeah. So work once. Oh, advantage, right?
Still
So
hits
it's
either
just-
way.
Okay, good. Well, I'll just roll normally once again, just in case, and the next one will be with advantage.
My gift no work.
Okay. Well, I assume both both hits land then.
Yes. So, the 21, 15. Okay, and 15 damage
I
and
will
17 damage. Okay, so as you strike this thing twice, the head that bit you last time is still closest, so you manage
Okay.
to hit it pretty fiercely. And you do manage to kill one of the 5 heads. I'm going to mark it to remind us the lightning one is gone right now. Okay, yeah. So one of the 5 seems to fall over limp. Anything else, Mace?
Well, I think that I will. Well, I mean, with the last one, I'll also smite.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Where is the smite? Mine's smite. There it is. It's okay.
Yep, absolutely. Another 10.
Did you see they're turning smite into an actual spell?
That kind of makes some sense.
Yeah,
I think that they were
a
doing
bit
that.
of a nerf for Paladin, but
I think
also
the
that
goal
means
was.
that spell can be stolen now.
I also think that they're doing that so that you can do it on like ranged attacks and stuff, unless they got rid of that.
I don't know
I
exactly.
know that was a plan
I
at one
only know that
point.
it's
I
a
don't know
bonus
if it
action.
stayed. Yeah. Anyway, um,
Yeah.
yeah. So, anything else?
That'll be me.
All right. So Pluzak will be up. He will still continue to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He will still stay in the trees. We'll hide action in a second. 10, 10, 20. These things still try and keep up with Leif, see if they're going to make it in. Pluzak will do another. Well, actually, at this point. Yeah, at this point, we'll see. I think I'll just have him do a spell. He knows this thing has been hurt, so why don't we try Toll the Dead? DC 15. Let's see what it does. It will fail, so it will take 14 necrotic damage. Alright. Pluzak, hitting hits. That will be the end of his turn. It is this thing's turn again. Alright. Alright, so it will regain some HP as the head that has died seems to split open into 2 more heads in its place. Good luck with figuring that out.
Oh shit.
Make sure I'm reading that. Yep. So at that point, Mallow, it is your turn. Oh, actually, sorry. It is the start of that thing's turn, so it will take and start attacking the people nearby.
Yeah.
It's going to go. Let's see. So it
Oh
will do
God.
3 for each of you, I think. At this point, Macy's not dodging anymore, correct?
Nope.
Yeah, Kara took hers off as well.
How many
So
heads does it have?
6 now.
Wait, did it grow another one?
Yes, the one that you broke split open into 2.
Oh shit.
So I will tell you though, it is not swinging well enough to quite hit you at all, Mace. A 20, a 21, and a 10 will not hit you. Kara, however, you will be hit by 2 of the heads
Okay.
that are swinging out at you. 1. So you will take 14 lightning damage. You will take 11 fire damage.
Okay.
Um,
1 sec.
and that will be.
So could I ask
spell.
what colors are the heads that are around?
Sure. You seem to see kind of like a sickly yellow, a sickly green, a blue head, a red head, or sorry, I should say like an
I see a red
icy
head,
blue
it's
head, a
pretty
red
large.
head, and something more akin to like a baby blue, like a lightning blue.
Okay.
Sorry,
That is gonna be
2. I should
rough.
say 2 of that last one, as they
So
are
the
split
one
from the
head
same
split
node.
in 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
It will also at this point, I think, fly into the air, and
All right.
it's just going to go. If Kara's 10 feet up, it's going to fly 20 feet into the air. And will
I wish
shift
to
itself
opportunity attack it.
10 feet this way. That is totally fine. Go for it.
Me too.
Go for it.
Before it flew away, would I have maintained advantage, or no? Because I know with the height difference that might not apply. I want to ask before I assume.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So it's when it leaves your range, which would be 10 feet in
At
the air for
15
you.
feet.
So it would not have advantage for you. I would
But
say
it
it
would
would
for
have
Mace.
yes, because
Okay.
you are still able to threaten it in that zone. Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify.
No, it was a good question. Very good question.
Do I hit with a
check
17?
something.
So it's 20 up right now, just to keep track. 17. Yes, you will hit.
Okay, I'm stacking a fuck ton of damage onto this.
Go for it.
So,
Well, actually, can you?
yes, because it says only with one attack, and I can technically use my bonus action to apply.
You can't because it's a reaction attack, is my problem.
Oh, hang on. I can still stack some damage. I guess I can't stack
Yeah,
all
I don't think you can
my
use your
damage.
bonus action, but you can do your Hunter's Mark would count.
Hunter's Mark would count,
your
and
Radiance
Giant's Might would count.
Yeah, and I think
And
is
Giant and
Soul
Radiance.
Might
The
as
only one
well?
that wouldn't count would be Planar Warrior,
I
because I need a
think that's
bonus action
correct.
for that.
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
correct.
Uh-oh.
So
So I'm gonna booming blade it.
Okay.
do I need to use? Nope, I can use the Fire Rune too.
So Mace will hit as well, so it won't not shift. Okay, so actually, Carol, hold on. You need to wait. You won't hit at all. Actually, hold on. I got to figure this out. So Booming Blade, does it know that it's been Booming Bladed once it gets hit by it? Is I guess the biggest question.
I think that's kind of up to you, because
I just need to see
booming
the
blade
spell
just kind of
description, I think.
envelops the creature in like resonant energy, right?
Yeah, that's I guess the question is if it can tell that. Sheathed in Booming Energy. I would
I
make
guess
the
in-
judgment call that it probably knows, but I don't think it's going to actually care currently. So we will still finish the movement out. So Kara,
Okay,
your
so
hit
then
will still
let
hit.
me
You're fine.
Okay.
do the damage on detonation.
It's already there.
Nope, that's just the base damage of the weapon.
Did I misread? On a
So
hit, target suffers a
the
weapon
thunder
normal attack.
damage is the attack itself that's attached to Booming Blade, and then when it moves out, it gets an additional die roll.
Which sucks,
On a
by
hit,
the
the
way.
target suffers the weapon attack's normal effect, and then becomes sheathed. At 5th level, deals an extra thunder to the target on hit. I see. Okay. Making sure I'm doing it right.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Nope.
Would it not be included in... That's interesting. It's a weird way to do that.
Pretty cool way
Either
to
way.
stack numbers.
Either way.
Okay.
Well, the
15,
detonation kind of
18.
sucked, so...
18 damage. You're good.
All right, so his damage is cleared.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna roll mine now.
Okay.
So, of that damage, 5.
5 is... I can kind of see what's what.
8 is radiant.
Mhm.
Oh, Sunblade was on there. Why was that on there? Turn that off. So that last 4 damage doesn't count. So out of that 20, it's actually a 16.
So I'll just give him 4 health back. That's fine.
Alright, so it's taking a combination of piercing, radiant, and fire.
Alrighty.
And it needs to make a strength saving throw with
Sorry,
a
the
DC
fire
of 15.
was-
The fire rune, which I didn't roll
You can't.
damage for. Why can I not?
It's a bonus action. I
Fire
believe.
rune says special. When you hit a creature with an attack using a weapon, you can invoke the
Okay, then.
rune to summon fiery shackles.
Okay then.
And this is the damage for the fire rune.
Yeah, it passes, no problem.
Just a 2, so don't worry about the 18.
If it passes, it's half or none. I forget.
Passes, it's...
Takes the extra, and then it must succeed. So it takes
Yeah.
2 damage. Okay. Yep. All right. So another one of the heads falls limp on the hit on
And
that turn as well.
again, piercing fire and radiant damage, and I'm assuming it succeeded the strength throw.
Yeah, yeah, that was what I was saying.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. It still moves. It's already done its attacks, so it is just 20 feet up above you guys in a slightly different position currently.
All right.
And that'll be all for it. Mallow, you are up.
It's 20 feet up in the air. Get the shit out of it.
We also now know a 17 will hit it. That's the damage cutoff, because I rolled a 16 before and I rolled a 17, so 17 hit.
I'm gonna cast darkness on its back.
Okay. So, darkness, remind me, is how large of a circle?
Actually, hold on. It is a 15-foot radius, so 30 feet diameter.
Okay.
Can I tell how long its heads are? Before I actually put it on its back.
It's
Ow.
same. It's within that space, right? So if you're putting it on its back, it'd be centered on it like that.
Okay.
So, actually, did I mismeasure that? Hold on a sec.
Because it's, what, 15 across for
Yeah,
it?
I think I
So,
did 20. Yeah, so.
yeah, so if it's... I just want to make sure that even if if it's laying down or whatever and its heads are sticking straight up, it would still be inside of it.
If you do it on its back, right, so the middle of it, then I probably will still give it a roll for trying, but it is just at the edge, right? So.
Then can I put it on the base of its necks?
Sure. But keep in mind that if you're doing this, no one can see the dragon anymore. It might not be able to attack you guys, but none of you will have any. You'll all have disadvantage on attacking it. Just keep that in mind.
Does anybody else have dark vision?
Dark vision does not allow you to see through darkness, not unless you get the wizard or not wizard thing. There's a feat you can do for it as well, so you can technically build out to that, but no one will be able to see through it. What is it, Warlock? That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, the Eldritch Evocation.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, with Hunter's Mark applied to it, would I have a reasonable idea of where
You
it
would
is?
have advantage on rolls to track it. That's all. That's what Hunter's Mark
Okay.
does, right? I mean, it's yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah, no, it's a good question. I think that's. I'm just saying, like, I think that's the wording on it. I don't remember.
Luzak can go send its bombers in, though.
It's 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, assuming they can get there by the time it's.
Mace
it
just
moves.
catapults them up
Hey.
there.
It shouldn't be able to see, so I doubt that it's going to continue to try to go fly the fuck around.
Well, there's always up, right?
That's true. I'm just trying to not have it fucking murder both of you guys.
No, that's totally cool.
Fucking
Correct,
so.
Sarah. They can see the black ball of nothingness, but because it's larger than the creature, even if they're trying to shoot into it, theoretically, it's considered heavily obscured, so that it acts as if the characters are blind towards that thing. The creature itself is, of course, blind too, but it is disadvantage on everybody for shooting at it. Is that all? Sorry, I'm just waiting on Mallow. Everything's good, Mallow? You doing that and you're good?
Thank you, buddy. Sorry, kiddo's bringing me food.
Nah, you
Can
good.
you bring me a paper towel for a napkin? Thank you, bud.
Anything else you want to do on this turn?
That's my action.
Yep.
Yeah,
so you still
no.
have stuff. So.
Nope, that'll be it.
Awesome. Okay. So Kara, it is your turn. I'm gonna say this thing is, since it's 20 feet up and the circle might be like
I'm in its
around you.
sphere of
but
darkness. Yeah.
You yourself are not blinded. I'm gonna say it's just you're kind of close, but I don't think it's covering. enough of you.
Tomato. I'm going to head into the darkness and try to fly up to meet it and see if I can maybe at least feel it out using my blind sight.
Yeah. Okay. You'd be able to locate it in the darkness. Yeah. Well, yeah. I think that'd be fine. Go for it.
Alright. So I will attack it with.
So you're just 20 straight up right now.
Yeah, enough to get in range of it. I need to be within 10 feet of it to
Thank you,
even
buddy.
sense it with blind sight. So.
Okay.
I get in close, and I start swinging and stabbing.
Mm-hmm.
First attack, that's going to miss. Second attack is also going to miss.
Correct, correct.
And after doing that, I will try to get away from it, I guess, and see if I can use this darkness to my advantage and keep trying to make sneak attacks on it that way. So I went up 10. I'm going to go down 10.
Okay.
And if it makes attacks on me, it makes attacks on me.
Yeah, it's definitely going to make at least one. I'm just trying to understand the wording on something. I'm going to say it can still only use one reaction on you per attempt. Yeah, so it'll swing one head at you. Still disadvantaged. It's just striking out at what it thinks is something. It will not hit at all, so you are perfectly fine to slip away, back down to the ground.
Woo! Well, that was 40 up, 40 or 20
oh, actually,
up, 20
it
down.
wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have been able to swing at you anyway. You're mobile. Both of us forgot.
Oh, you're right.
Oh shit. The bane of my existence.
Yeah, right. Alright, Leif, you're up.
Oh, yeah. Alright, we're just going to swing 30 there at third. Oh.
That's probably the only reason I remembered Claw. It's because I use it enough.
Sorry. Unless I can switch them up.
Yeah, you're fine. It's okay.
I switch them. I like to do it this way. Yep.
Okay.
And now there's a giant dark orb in the sky.
That is indeed the case.
I'm going to actually resummon my Echo, but with a laser rifle. And then I'm just going to try and shoot it with a laser rifle. Can I do that?
Sorry, you're
is
pulling a laser rifle out, or you're summoning?
I'm gonna resummon my Echo, so he has a laser rifle.
Yeah, just takes your bonus action to resummon him. That's fine.
Yeah. And then guess I'm going to shoot this guy. You said disadvantage, right? Into the giant black hole. All right, we'll just try 18. It's nice.
An 18 will still hit. Yes, good hit.
16 damage.
Yes, sir. So you hear it kind of screech out up in the darkness, and you think that you probably did good because you shot pretty close to center of the giant black circle. So.
Oh yeah. And then, do I still get to attack twice with the rifle, even though it's not like a sword?
Yes, you still get 2 attacks per action, so you're fine on that.
Okay.
I would move after your attacks as well.
So the 11 will not quite hit.
Okay.
So it's going to react. It's going to react to where it got hit from.
He can't. He's out of movement for this turn.
Yeah, technically I can move my Echo now that I've
You moved your Echo.
resummoned.
Oh, no. You moved it with. See, the problem is.
Yeah.
The problem is it only has 30 feet of movement per the turn, and you moved the first one 30 feet.
Yeah,
so
per the turn.
Technically, already used it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think it's per Echo. I think it's per turn. I mean, you can reread wording. I might be wrong, but
nah, it doesn't. I'm not gonna move him anyways.
Okay.
He's my human shield right now. I mean my Echo shield right now.
It's taking cover behind him.
Yeah, I'm good there then.
Okay. Then we're back at top with Mace.
Realistically, there is no way for me to reach it. So I think. So I have a question. If I do bless, does Leif's Echo count as a separate entity? Can I even bless the Echo?
Leif's Echo uses his stats for rolls, but I don't.
It would be a status effect.
I don't know
it?
if it starts or if that counts on individually it, or if it would. By blessing Leif, you give it to both. Well, I guess the question is, what are you trying to do with Bless? Let's work
Well,
in
considering that I
backwards.
can't really hit it as it is currently, or at least it would be a bit of a futile endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm trying to just improve the chances of everyone else.
Okay. I guess I'll just make the executive decision that yeah, you can bless the echo. I don't see why
The
you
only thing
wouldn't be able
the only
to.
thing I'd say on that is, oh, where the echo. I mean, I don't know. It just says that he has immunity to all conditions.
Yeah, no, I'm aware of that. I'm kind
Okay.
of yeah. I'm
Well, a
not
condition
so hard
is
on that
more
front.
like a, frightened, stunned, unconscious, all
Yeah,
that stuff, right?
yeah.
Okay. I don't know these things. So
No, you're
So, like,
fine.
the
It's
bigger
always a good
question too
question
would
to ask.
be, like, could the Echo get like a shield or something, or like stone skin?
Um,
That I don't
it's
know.
it technically has its own AC. So realistically, I guess it technically could, but at the same point to Leif saying, or to what Blake's saying, it does say it's immune to all status conditions. So I guess does the spell count for that? I think technically there's some argument to be made that we could discuss it if it was on the board, but as it currently stands, the best you can do is yeah, I'll let you bless it.
Sure.
It doesn't. I
Then
can't see any way that
that.
that's going to inherently be any worse than just what blessing Leif would have been, right? So, and if the echo
Yeah.
disappears before the bless gets used, so does the bless. So it's technically more of a downside.
Yeah, realistically, it's also because I have 30 feet radius on this, and I
Yeah.
don't have line of sight of Mallow, which
No, you're
I
good. I'm just
think I need
thinking.
line of
I'm
sight.
just thinking it through. So yeah, it's totally fine. It's just know that when this one disappears,
Oh
the
no,
bless
3
disappears
creatures
with
of
it.
my choice within range.
Yeah, it doesn't say you have to have line of sight.
I don't need to see Mallow.
Yep.
In that case, seeing as he is within range, I will bless him too.
All right.
Daddy.
So it's you, Kara, and Mallow, or Leif, Kara, and Mallow.
No, Leif, Karen, Mallow. I'm
Okay.
okay.
So the three of you are blessed.
And I will move over to. Uh, yeah, that's fine. I can move. There you go.
Concentration to
There.
Okay.
And I will end my turn.
Okay. So you and Kara are both on the ground. This thing is going to continue to fly up another 30 feet. Get itself.
So it is now at 50.
That is correct. Movimento. Just moving this for a sec. Hold on. Okay. So once it gets up 50 feet, it's going to rear its multiple heads back. Oh, actually, I also have to do that. Okay. Rear its multiple heads back, and it's going to breathe a cone straight down. It can't see, but it does know that it was attacked from below and that you guys used to be below it. So it's just going to spread its cone-like breath into a circle, since the end of the cone is a circle, on the ground, into an area of effect that I have now set up.
Fuck.
So
But
all of
what
you within
happened
the
with
red.
that?
So it's breathing a 60-foot cone, but it's doing it straight down. So the end of the cone is a circle.
Oh shit.
So it's hitting all four of you that are in the red. I will need a dexterity saving throw. Good thing you did some blessing, hey?
Hey. Yeah.
And
You know,
am I in Mace's extended aura by chance?
no,
No,
it's a
no.
10-foot aura.
Not even close, yeah.
And what
Yeah,
element is
I
it
thought
spitting
about
down at
it, but I
us?
was like, well, I don't want to make us a bigger target, which turns out didn't matter.
What element is it spitting down at us?
It is going to be spitting poison down at you.
Fuck.
Yeah, I rolled a d4.
Saving throw. Saving throw. Okay.
It's supposed to.
Okay. Okay. Alright, so everybody's numbers are good there?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, you used the bless already, Kara? Sorry, I thought the 3 was something else. Okay, so Kara and Leif will take. Well, actually, everyone is good there. That's you're good on those rolls. Oh, that's right. You didn't bless yourself. That's why I was waiting on you.
Yeah.
Mace. No. So in that case, all of you will fail. 26 poison damage for each
Damn
of
it.
you.
Oh,
That is all it can do on this turn, though, as it sits up 50 feet in the air. Not quite sure if it even managed to necessarily harm you all.
50 feet in the air?
It is
Okay, I
5-0,
keep Hunter's
yeah.
Mark. Yay.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Is it? No, I don't think you do, Chris. 26 halved is 13.
You're correct. I lose Hunter's Mark.
I do need to do a concentration check.
Okay. That is true. Same as Kara, it is 13 DC. So you are good.
But less remains.
Just barely good.
Well, I do. Hold on. As a warcaster, I do have advantage on
Advantage?
it, so just in
you,
case.
you already passed, though. But yeah, go ahead.
I know, but I still want to know.
You want to
boom, boom,
A
shotgun.
25 is not just barely. No problem at all. Anything else, Mace? Or actually,
no,
I'm sorry.
that's
Did I?
it.
Yeah, okay. I forgot to move Pluzak's little guys. We're going to do that now. 10, 20. Get them a little closer. Get past that. So, yeah. And then Mallow.
Can't really do shit besides throw darts at it, I guess.
Did darts have enough range?
Be double disadvantage, but it's already at disadvantage.
Fair enough.
So
Well, actually, can they
I'll
be
put
thrown that far? What's the disadvantage range?
60 feet.
Yeah, so can you throw it past 60?
Oh,
And it
but
I thought it was you can.
disadvantage
I thought
after
it was
60.
no. It's between 20 and 60 is disadvantage. I thought, right? Because 20 is your normal and 60 is your disadvantage range. So you can't throw it further than 60, as far as my memory serves. Am I doing that right, guys?
Could be about right. It just means move closer to it and throw it straight up, and you'll be able to do that.
There you go.
Fucking, I'll move. If I move
Unless,
20,
unless we want to do the math on a diagonal and see what the distance is to throw it from there.
little Pythagorean.
I mean, he's 50 feet up in the air. If he goes anywhere within like a 10-foot radius of the monster and throws a dart, I'd say it's probably close enough. It's like 60 feet at that point.
I will run up. Is that close enough that I can hit it? I'm
One
good
more
with that.
square. You have to be within 10-foot range of it. You're at 15 right now.
Where was I? Right there, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm just trying to measure stuff out. 20. Okay, so I can get back. Alright, so run there, throw 2 darts at it.
Okay.
Take advantage.
Disadvantage. Nope, not quite. The second one will.
23
Yep,
hit,
go for it. So one of the 2 darts does not return to the ground.
7 piercing. And then
Absolutely.
I'm going to run back where I was.
All right. Kara, you're up.
Alright, I guess I will fly up 40 feet straight, which will put me within 10 feet of the creature just outside the edge of my visibility.
Mhm.
And I'll throw 2 spears at it.
Go for it. Disadvantage throws.
Alright. So, first
Oh,
one.
actually, be careful. Read your thing to get the spear back. Do you have to be able to see it?
What a nice DM.
It says telekinetically summon any nearby
What's-
weapon. It does not
Is that level 1 or 2?
specifies. At level 1, it says telekinetically summon any weapon must not be restrained, secured, or stuck in any way with a range of 10 feet. It doesn't say anything
And
about
then the second one
visibility
lets you do it with a
to
contested
20
pull?
feet.
No, so you still can't contest. Okay.
Ability grows strong enough to pull, stuck, or restrained weapons if using one's own hands.
As if. And that's at 2 or 3?
That's at 2, which is what
Okay,
my level
so that's where you're
currently
at.
is.
So yeah, then you would be able to... yeah, you'd be fine then. Okay.
Alright, so I know from a fact a 16 does not hit. Motherfucker. How many numbers to 16 am I going to calculate today?
Apparently just enough. Alright. Bonus actions?
I can't see it, so I can't hunter's mark it.
Yeah.
So no.
Okay. Leif, you're up.
Hell yeah. We're gonna do another laser rifle on this
Oh,
guy.
so you're resummoning because your echo would have taken damage from the
Oh.
breath attack.
Oh,
It doesn't matter. I
that's
mean,
right.
it's just
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
to
yeah. I'll
resummon,
just
so you
yeah,
know.
I'll resummon them. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Just so we
Cool.
know.
Okay.
Awesome.
Disadvantage
Oh,
20.
hey, look at that. That'll hit.
What? 20s. 21.
Yes, sir.
19.
Yes, absolutely.
On 27.
Damn, good hits. It shrieks out in the darkness.
That's all I could do.
Alrighty. And Mace, you are up. You there, Claw?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
just thinking.
Sorry, that's fine. Wasn't sure.
So the darkness is still there, right? So technically, there's no line of sight of it from beneath.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I'm not.
Realistically, so I guess what I'm trying to figure out is like if I move to like say here,
Yeah.
do I see it like all the way up, or
You still just see the dark circle, essentially.
because it's not in the dark, right?
It
It's
is.
above it.
It's in the dark.
Is it?
So Mallow cast a darkness spell on the back of its necks, essentially where its necks meet. So like,
Does the darkness move?
yes, if darkness
Yes, it
is
moves with
cast
it.
on like a helmet or something that someone's wearing, it moves with the helmet. And if the helmet's taken off and left,
Oh.
it would stay there. So because it's on its neck, it's just stuck to it for now. And there's
Oh,
really
I
nothing
didn't know
it
you
can
could
do.
cast darkness on a creature and it moves
Yeah,
with
I'm
the
pretty
creature.
sure you
But okay.
can. Maybe I'm wrong, but pretty sure.
That's how we've been
I
doing
think it
it.
just
so.
says a point within range that you can see, as far as I'm aware.
Sure. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Magical darkness
Okay.
spreads from the point that you choose within range to fill a 15-foot radius sphere. The duration, the darkness spreads around around corners. A creature within dark vision can't see through this, or creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness, and non-magical light cannot illuminate it. If the point you choose is an object you are holding, or one that isn't being worn or carried, the darkness emanates from the object and moves with it, completely covering the source of the darkness with an opaque object such as a bowl.
Right.
Or
So
how
I'm
box
assuming the
moves.
reason they do that is so that like if you wanted to, you could take and like cast darkness on a knife and then like throw it down a hallway or something. You know, you can't necessarily see a point or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just
or like you
creativity,
could
but
just, hide a darkness spell going under,
yeah,
like, I don't know.
use it as a trap so something uncovers it. Yeah, just
Yeah.
creativity, as I assume. But like by nature of that description to me, the way I read it was exactly how we're doing it. Where because you can choose a point and it sticks with that point for the most part. Like it emanates from that
That's
point, I should
entirely up
say.
to you. Like,
Yeah.
not here to discuss that, really.
Yeah, just saying. That's how it's
Um,
working, just so you know the mechanic is, I guess, why I'm describing it.
Sure. Yeah, okay. In that case, I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to attempt. No, I can't see the creature. Fuck. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw a javelin, I guess.
Alrighty.
So yeah, we'll try that. Oh, a disadvantage, yeah.
Yep. So one more for me.
I'll just roll again.
You will still hit
Uh.
with the 17, so we'll take
I'm the
Pretty
only
good.
one who can't hit at disadvantage right now. This is annoying me.
Okay. Yep.
So there's that. Technically, there's another attack, so I'll just do it again. That's not gonna hit. And I'm not sure if it can do that cone attack again. So,
I have to roll for it, so we'll see.
realistically, there is no point in me like getting away from it. So, I'm going to move back to where I was and wait for it to land if and when it does. So yeah, that'll be it.
Sluzak's gonna have the zombies move over here. I had him do a wisdom save for Toll the Dead, and he passed, so no damage. Or it, I should say. So at this point, it is the creature's turn. Gotta do... Oop, nope, that was wrong. Do that. It will roll. Okay. With that being the case, It will go another 10 feet up.
Well, strike out as it leaves my range. Wait, no, it's already 5 feet
It's
past me.
already
Never
it's
mind, I
already
can
out of
do
your range
nothing.
for throwing. I'll just do it this way. Oh. Nope, nope, nope. I think it's this one. Turn that into just like a little 6.
Realistically, you could just fly in there and grapple it so it falls to the ground.
I should have probably kept my circle, but I'm dumb. And
I mean,
didn't.
I could attempt to.
It's too big. It's 2 sizes too big. Oh no, it's 1 size bigger than you, right? So yeah, I guess you could.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20,
And we will use all of Leif's rope to tie its wings down.
5, 10,
Whoa. Whoa. My rope.
So
Not
Oh,
this again.
Fuck,
it
I'm about
rolled.
to die.
It rolled a 6. It does have to do it straight down. So I will make sure to center it on the creature itself. Oops.
Bye, zombie.
I'm
Yeah.
actually not going to have it hit the zombie because it is not covering more than half of its square.
All right, so here's my question to you. Am I in that cone because of my distance from the creature?
So your distance from the creature is like 20 feet right now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm going to give you a bonus to your DC. Yeah, I will have you roll the DC, but you get a little bit of an extra bonus.
Okay.
Because I do think that you are correct that it's only partially hitting you. But it will roll, so I need everyone to do a dex saving throw again.
I think I cleared the saving
I
throw
think
on
you
this.
cleared the saving throw. You were getting an extra 2 on top of that, so yeah.
Yikes.
Oof. You want to roll your bless mace? Oops, you can't. You don't have it. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't have.
Sensing a little hostility there.
I think he's trying to kill us, guys.
Yeah, as if that's the first time, right? Alright, so...
That's totally fine. We knew
Let me
this would
see.
happen.
So it will be Leif and Mace both taking full damage. Kara, you
Oh
take
no!
half.
Wait, he still has his bless. Roll your bless.
No, I rolled it last time.
You get it every time.
You
You
get it
still
every
get to
time,
do
as
it.
long
Oh.
as long as Mace has
I
it.
thought it was
So
Yeah, as long
you-
as I'm concentrating on it.
You're at least getting a
I got
17.
20?
So at this point,
So-
you will save. So both Leif and Kara will save. Mace will fail. This is a acid breath. It is 33 total damage. So for Leif and Kara, we will say 16.
But I'm just still taking damage to this guy.
What's up?
I was talking to myself. I'm still taking damage to that.
The echo would disappear regardless. Yeah.
You said 16?
16
Yes.
for you and Kara. It is 33 total for Mace of acid. And it is just going to continue to hover at... Actually, how does it want to do this? Yeah. Yeah. Because I don't think it knows... It is not going to be smart enough to determine that, so it is Mal's turn.
Same thing as before. Just run up, do 2 darts, run back.
So, you would have to be directly below it at this point, just so you know. You can't do it from 10 feet away, because it's 60 feet up now. You can still hit it, but you do have to get closer, just so you're aware.
I think he has the movement to cover that.
He sure
distance
does.
and back.
It's just I don't think he can go as far back
45.
out of the
So
range.
do I have to do so here or
I'm on the
here?
wrong. It would be the second one. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot.
So then I couldn't get out of the range of the acid attacks.
You could always step of the wind to get out of it too.
Quite honestly, I think the darkness is hurting us more than it.
I can stop concentrating on it then.
That's just my opinion, though.
Try and do that.
I'm gonna try to grapple it like someone suggested on my turn and basically stop it from being able to fly and ride this bitch down to the ground.
Did I?
Can I hold an
that's
action
fine.
to stop? Does it take an action to stop concentrating?
No, you just do
Nope,
it.
just drop it.
Do
You
you
would
need to
have to
wait?
do it on your turn, but it is your turn, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, never mind.
Can I hold that to then be when he goes to go grapple it?
Hold what? Wait.
My
wait to
turn
drop
then. Wait to drop it until
it.
he goes in to go
I'm
do
gonna
that.
say you can choose to drop it at any point during your turn. I don't think I'm gonna let you just hold the drop. I don't know how that would work because it's not an action. It's just like a free thing you can do during your turn. And even then, can you drop concentration anytime, or is it only during your turn?
I'm pretty sure you can drop concentration at any time. You don't let me look the rules up before I
Yeah, it's a
just
weird one.
say that one. One moment.
I am kind of doing the same. See which one of us makes it first.
Just through the wiki. But this person's stating concentration rules are very clear. You can end concentration at any time, no action required.
Okay. So then you don't need to hold anything. You just do it whenever you want. Just let me know when it drops.
It would probably be when he goes to fly in. To go get it, that way he can see where he's going. So as I'll fucking. If I go to there, would I would have eyes on Kara then? Right.
You should, yeah.
Okay. I'll run to there. And I think I can do without getting directly under him.
Oh, Pluzak wouldn't have been able to do those last two, so even if it had hit, that wouldn't have... Okay, doesn't matter anyway.
I'm just going to take a dodge action and then wait to drop concentration when Kara's turn comes up so she can go grab him.
Kara's turn. So you dropping it now or when she moves in?
When she goes to move in, I will.
And she enters the darkness.
What do you speak, Chris?
I speak Common, Celestial, Giant, and Infernal.
I yell to you in Giant that tell me when you're going in, and I'll drop the darkness for you.
Okay.
I don't know why I chose Giant as a language, but fuck it.
It
It makes
out.
sense for the setting, though.
So it is your turn, Kara. I don't know if you're...
Okay. I say down in Giant. I'm gonna fly in, and I will fly in and try to grapple the creature.
The darkness just stops.
I have advantage on this because of Giant's might. So let's see if I can choke this creature. It's probably gonna win the first attempt.
Yeah. Pretty handedly.
Alright.
I mean, no real issue.
Yep. Second attack action. Let's see if a 20 grapples this thing.
It meets you at a 20. So not quite.
That wasn't counting bless.
I probably shouldn't have told you it meets then. I will.
So second one wins.
Yeah, but he has to roll it, so
Yay!
he can't do it for the rest of the turn.
Nice.
Okay, so it is currently grappled. You're kind of holding
hits.
on to it.
I know I'm going for a ride. I don't care.
Yeah. So the darkness
Can it
is gone
still
now, right?
move?
Of
No,
course
it,
it can.
it goes.
Of
It
course
goes
can.
to 0 movement speed.
No, it
Therefore,
doesn't.
it cannot.
It's not restrained. It's grappled, my friend. You're just holding
Oh
on to it.
fuck! I thought that was able to.
No, you're
That's-
just holding on to it. That's all. And honestly,
You are now-
I do also have to ask: are you not holding your weapon or your shield currently? I'll let you have your shield on you, but it's going to have to reduce AC if you're holding it with your shield hand.
No, I'll drop the weapon.
So, any bonus actions?
We're 50 feet up, correct?
60. It just
60 feet up.
the number looks kind of shitty.
So because I'm now holding on to this creature, and if I Misty stepped, would it come with me?
That's actually a
Sure.
great point.
I don't see why not. You can do that.
Cool. I'm gonna Misty step and bring it down 30 feet.
So it goes back down another 30. Let me just shift it here.
Wait, but why did you make the differentiation between grappled and restrained?
Because they're different. You
Sure,
can't,
but what I
you
meant...
can't straight restrain someone unless you have a feat for it.
No,
So
absolutely. But what were you going with that?
Chris wanted to make it not be able to move. He was trying to drop its speed to 0. The only status effect that drops its speed to 0 is restrained, and he was taking a grapple action on it. So I was just pointing out that what he was trying to do versus what he was getting were different. I wasn't.
But a grappled creature's speed becomes 0.
Am I misreading? I could have sworn it was restrained is the one that makes it 0.
That too.
Oh, okay. Then I was misreading. Or misremembering. That's fine. Either way.
Oh, well, if it's going to fall out of the sky, I'm not going
It's
to waste a
not-
Misty Step on it.
Well, is it... Okay, so... Can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Speed becomes 0. Does that mean it can't hover anymore, though? I don't know that that's the case.
Yes.
Why?
If a
Because it
flying
hasn't
creature's
actually-
speed becomes
If
creature's
flying-
speed becomes 0, it cannot hover. I've had this done to me, which is why I know that.
Um...
Yeah, grapple creature speed
grapple
becomes 0.
hovering.
It can't,
Hold on a second
and it
here.
can't benefit from any
Raw.
bonus to its speed.
Raw, flying. If a flying creature is knocked prone, it has speed reduced to 0 or is otherwise deprived of the ability to move. The creature falls, unless it has the ability to hover or is being held aloft by magic such as the fly spell. The grapple speed condition reduces speed to 0 if you have a flying speed is now 0 and you fall unless you're hovering. Creature space is safe at 0 speed only if it can hover. It's in both the monster
That's why I
manual
thought it
and
was
it's-
weird
Jeremy
that
Crawford
you
has
talked about.
both said it, and it's in the monster manual as well. So
Then I've gotten cheated several times for that, then. I'll have to remember that in the future.
However, you cannot grapple a creature 2 sizes larger than you. Yeah, of course. You can hang
Yeah,
on to
that's why I thought
creatures, of
it was strange
course.
that you mentioned like hovering and flying and stuff, because that's essentially the main way I knew how to like bring flying creatures down to the ground, which was just grappling or restraining, not restraining them, but like
Yeah, restrained would
reducing
make
their
sense
speed to 0.
Restrained would make sense to me because it's like if you're actually trying to like hold the wings, keep them from being able to fly. But yeah, it seems to if the creature has the ability to hover, then both of them stay aloft. But the grappler
Because if
without a
all
flight
flying
speed will
creatures
no
have the
range.
ability to hover, then it's sort of pointless to
It's
make the
it's creatures
differentiation.
with it's creatures with wings, right? Otherwise, it specifies like with a fly spell, right? So, or at least that's my understanding. We can look into that a little more later if we need. But as it
Sure,
currently
sure.
stands, it seems like both of them are just floating in the air, holding on to each other.
All right, well, then I will do the 30-foot teleport then and bring
Okay.
it down closer to the ground.
Okay. I'm just checking something quick. Alright, I'm going to find that later because it's taking longer than 30 seconds. Alright, so you do change it to 30 feet down. 30 feet in the air. Alright, so that's the end of Kira's turn, I'm assuming. Leif, you're up.
There's nothing else I can do, so yes.
Leif, you're up.
Okay, so it's 30 feet up now.
Mhm.
Kara is currently grappling it?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I also should have mentioned when darkness dropped, you would see 7 heads instead of the 6 from before.
Nice.
At one point, one of you killed one in the darkness. I think it was Kara, but it came back.
If it's anything with Hydra, though, Hydras usually, if they get hit by fire, they get cauterized.
It is not fire. Something does stop it. It has happened once. It has technically had 3 turns and only regenerated heads on 2 of those turns. I will
Oh,
not
shit.
tell you what stopped it.
What
though.
elemental damage have we dealt?
Yeah, that's for you guys to
Thunder
figure
and
out later.
Radiant and piercing. So I mean, if it's either thunder or radiant, then if it's not fire,
You can do radiant
Necrotic
on
too,
pretty much
I
every
think.
attack, right?
I think necrotic
Pluzak has
too.
also
Because
hit it with
Pluzak.
necrotic. That is correct.
So that's one of the 3.
Yeah. Regardless, Leif, what are you doing?
We're just fuck it, right?
Well, sorry.
let's-
Go on.
I just wanna move. Yeah, I'm gonna move over here, and then I going to bring Gunslinger Leif out, and we're gonna just try and shoot it again.
Alrighty, 2 shots.
I keep thinking that's the exit. Okay. And it's not a disadvantage now because there's no.
Correct. You can see it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Should have just kept rolling at disadvantage, bro.
I know. Jesus Christ.
There you
23. There
That'll
we
hit.
go. That's another 20. I just looked too. I assume you know this, but those laser rifles are radiant
It is
damage.
good to know.
That's where I'm
And
at.
that will be Mace's turn.
Okay, well, realistically, I don't think it could be radiant damage because it did grow ahead even after I smited, and smite is radiant damage. Uh, maybe, maybe thunder? No, that wouldn't make any sense. I don't know, but either way, it's still like way up in the air. So, um, I'm going to attempt to command. Wait, hold on. Kara, did you drag it down? Did you like what
I brought
happened?
it down 30 feet, so it is at 30 feet.
Okay. Okay. Uh, fuck it. I'll attempt a command word, and the command is fall. My DC
Okay.
is 15.
And this is wisdom? Okay.
Yes.
Wisdom. It hits a 15. So it will meet. So
Yeah.
not
In
quite
that case,
there.
I'm going to move over to here, just
Alrighty.
in case it decides to be an asshole again.
Fair enough.
I mean, if
So-
it does do a cone attack downward, its radius is much, much smaller than it was previously.
That
yeah,
is
well, it has
true.
to try and recharge it first, even if it does.
I already
Bluzak's
cast
gonna
a spell, so yeah,
do
no, never mind. That's it for me.
this. It passes again. Man, considering its wisdom, it's passing a lot more of those than I would have expected. Pluzak will then move these guys 10, 20. See if he can get it close enough. And this thing's turn. I guess technically, by the same rule, if it does have hover, it can choose whether to hover or not, right? So even if its speed is 0, I think I'm gonna have it fall the 30 feet. It just chooses to stop flapping its wings. Gravity will take over. It will take the damage. So will Kara. It's 3d6. It's gonna be 10 damage, Kara. Bludgeoning for both of you. At that point, it will. You were good, Kara. You could have stayed where you were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I was just doing that to get rid of the numbers. And it will, upon hitting the ground, since its speed is 0, but everything else is fine.
So now it's prone.
That's fair, and it can't quite stand up. I would say you are as well, though, because you've also fallen.
Sure.
And you also have a speed of 0, right? Or is it? No, I guess that
I don't
wouldn't
have a
be.
speed of 0. I've
It wouldn't be,
I've
huh? Okay,
grappled
so then,
it, so-
interesting. No, it's fair. I'm just thinking through that for a sec. Okay. So it's going to, if I can go back to the sheet, there we go. It's still going to try and do what it can, specifically against you, Kara. It is going to roll 2 attacks and try and hold onto you with a grapple after. An 18 will hit you, a 16 won't, correct?
Yes.
So you will be lucky. This will be cold damage. It is 15 cold damage, halved to, we'll say 7. And then it will roll 2 more on you to try and grapple you. Let's try the first one. Oh, actually, that wouldn't be disadvantage. It would be normal. It will hit you, not hit you with a, it will try and grapple you with a 16.
It's trying to. Wouldn't it be trying to Wouldn't it be
Nope,
trying to
it's
undo
not
the
trying
grapple?
to free. It's not trying to free itself from you. It's trying to hold you down to the ground with it. Essentially,
So
if it
it'd be
grapples you
making
here
that
as well.
disadvantage.
So yes, but it's a size larger than her, so technically it has advantage on grapple checks. So it's just normal right now. So it rolled a
If it's, a
16.
if it's a contesting strength roll, I have advantage.
You can still do that because of your giant's might, correct? But it also is a size larger than you, so it also gets an advantage roll. You're both
I
just
didn't
rolling with
realize
advantage
you
in that
could
case.
try to grapple your grappler.
Why can't you?
You can, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
you can.
I think we did that when Hutch was playing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just,
Like
you're just holding on
Harrison
to
and
them while
Hutch
they're
did
holding on
that.
to you. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
they grabbed one of them grappled him, then the other one grappled him back.
I still need a contest from you, Chris. 16 DC
So
right now.
so it would be making its at normal. And Kara would be
Correct.
making
Correct.
hers at
And the one die
advantage.
that I rolled,
19.
or the first die I rolled on I rolled at disadvantage. I rolled a 16 and an 8, but because the first was the 16, I'm doing that one. And then, so you did pass. You're fine. Again, it is going to try on a second one. So I need another roll from you, Kara. This one's only a
Crit.
13, so then you're totally fine. It still has
You
3 more heads.
re-grapple it with extra ferocity.
Nah, she's just avoiding the mouths that are snapping in around her. With the other 3 heads, it's going to... One at Leif's Echo. What's the DC on your Echo right now, Leif? Actually, it's going to hit with a 26 anyway. So the Echo disappears. It's going to snap one at one of the zombies. It will hit for 8 damage. So I don't think that thing is dead. Let me check that.
And that has to make those at disadvantage, right?
That's a great point. Let me re-roll that one. I mean, it's still probably going to be the lower number on that, but we'll see. Yeah, that was still the lower number. I'm sure it still hits, but I do have to look up that AC quick. 1 second. I should have probably pulled their stat blocks up earlier. Yeah, definitely still hits it. Does not kill it, though. And then with the last of the 7 heads, I will try and grapple you one more time, Kara. Let's see. Still go ahead and roll advantage on me, and DC is a 22. Did I lose you, Chris?
Yeah, my mic fuzzed out. What happened?
One more grapple check. It's going to try one more time with its last head. DC 22.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah, I finally got
I
a
win.
lot of it.
Oh, I was honestly a little more
Well,
worried
hold on,
than
hold on.
that. But
Why are you getting +3 from Natural Explorer?
Less.
No, that's Natural Explorer that's up. I'm confused.
Uh,
You're not actually rolling Bless. You got +3 on every single one of those, so that's not correct. So we can sit with the 20. Well, I mean, I guess it's... Should
I
still,
don't
well,
know
and
why that
actually,
wasn't
didn't
on.
Mace lose Bless? He doesn't... I thought that he...
Did you lose Bless?
I thought he dropped
no,
concentration.
not that I
No, you
recall.
maintained
Oh, that was
it.
Kara that dropped concentration. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I knew one of them got
Alright,
dropped. I forgot what it
so
was.
that's a 2.
So you're still
that's
good.
a 4. That's a 2.
Yeah, so you're still good on the last one. Just keep in mind that what you're using was not Bless, technically. And that will be it for now. So, Mallow, you are up.
So they're both on the ground and it's prone.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna run up and beat the shit out of it.
Please do.
That'll be advantage, right?
It's prone,
Well, and also with you. Is that diagonal enough?
but more importantly, it's prone.
Yeah. I'm just wanting to make sure for when it does stand up.
So long as I maintain grapple, it won't.
It can't stand up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to do the chain. Why are you wrong? Oh, fucking 29, 20. Why is it?
29 hits it. Yeah, you haven't
Yeah,
selected
why
the
not?
disadvantage still. That's why.
Also, I have that's my
Your
the
Bless is-
+3 on mine is
It's
from
Bless.
Bless.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it just gave you the... Well, it's weird that it's all 3s, but that's what it is.
I think that's just what it rolled,
Cheetah.
and then I give it for both. But 10 bludgeoning damage.
Mhm.
And then that's all damage now. Another chain, 23.
Mhm.
9 damage. We'll keep that. And then we're going to flurry of blows on this.
Mhm.
Sorry, I just have to scroll down. I just want to make sure on the wording on this. Alright, so then flurry of blows. We're good with that. And then last flurry of blows. Yep. So that'll be it.
Okay. 1 second. Awesome. All right. So, Kara, you are up proper.
Cool. Bonus action, second wind. Get some HP back, because I'm not looking so hot.
Absolutely.
I get 13 back. And I will regular action cure wounds because I want to maintain my grapple, and I can't pick up a weapon to do that.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Cure wounds. Going to heal my ass.
Okay.
I'm gonna get 7 HP back,
Alrighty.
and Kara's just gonna look to the rest of the group like, wail on this motherfucker. And I guess I would be there on the dragon at this point. Is this even a dragon? What, like multi-headed dragon, Hydra dragon, whatever this thing is.
All right, Leif, you are up.
Mini Tiamat.
Okay. Let's go.
And if there was ever a time to use the bomb zombies, this would be.
If they only could just get here, you know.
They're next to it at this point. It's on the ground.
Next
It's
to
just,
it.
it's got to be their turn. Is the problem? It was up in, so keep in mind it was technically up in the air.
No,
when they first got
absolutely.
there. So this is the only. This will be the first turn they'll have a chance if you guys get there. What are you thinking, Leafy boy? You don't need to go flanking to get advantage. You'll have it regardless because it's prone. Just so you know.
True.
It's just so you know. You can still position yourself wherever.
Don't stand next to the bomb zombies.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can go through them though.
Use your
Just the
pew pew.
mallow.
Oh yeah, I can walk through the I can move through the zombies, right? I can go through.
Yep, they're
Friendly.
friendlies.
Yeah. I'll just come all the way over. I'm gonna come all the way over here. I am going to. I'm gonna take old Lafette and he's gonna come down here next to him. He'll be okay. He'll be fine. Gonna be fine. And then we're going to attack this boy. Let's see. This guy.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I just re-roll that because I don't like it. That's better.
Okay.
Do it again. 26, 13. Yeah. And then let's just we're gonna action surge. So 2 more attacks.
Oh, you know what? Did I can still do that if need be. Mallow was 19, 17. Yeah, okay. And then, all right. One of the heads
50.
is hanging limp right now, by the way, and I think you're going to do another one here, just so you know.
Yeah, that's 57 total.
Yes. So it was. Well, hold on. So it was the 14, the 13, the 13, 17. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, you have it very, very low at this point. 2 of the heads are currently hanging limp. If anything, you nearly severed one of them on that second. Sorry, you nearly severed a third one on that second action surge go around, but not quite enough. Right? Because it was the 14, 13, then it cut on the next 13, and then almost got more on the next 17. Yeah, okay. But anything else? I don't think you
No, I'm
can.
good there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mace, go ahead.
So, I am going to use all of my lay on hands on myself.
Okay. You were getting pretty low. I was wondering when it was going to happen.
Yes, I'm at 6 HP right now.
Yeah, you took
Wait,
the
so
brunt
wait-
of the blasts from the.
What
the
you're
breath,
saying
so-
is you're hiding in the trees, laying hands on yourself.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's pulling a
exactly.
leaf. We get it.
So
I
you make the
have
comment there, but
25 points of lay on hands right now. I guess 25? No, it's 5 per level. Yeah,
I believe that's the case.
so that should be 35. I forgot to update it. I
I
guess.
think so. I can double check it for
Paladin
you can always check
level
your D&D
times
Beyond
5.
sheet and see what it
you.
says
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm trying
It
to
says
pull.
on here. It
Yeah,
says
I have
Paladin
updated
level
against
times
D&D
5.
Beyond, so.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so 35, meaning that now I'm at 41. And I'm going to use my movement to get
Jesus,
here,
Sarah.
I guess.
What's that sound, guys?
It sounds like mac and cheese.
Is someone trying to like put on armor really fast, or maybe take it off really fast?
And as a bonus action, I will place my Hexblade's Curse.
On the dragon thing.
Yes.
Okay. So the lay on hands was your action, correct? And that's the bonus action? Just so yeah, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just making sure I understood. Gotcha. Alright, so anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Well, it's Pluzak's turn. So I guess you guys get to see the bombs go off finally. Let me go to my Whispers notes section. 1 second. That's 70 some odd pages I gotta fucking scroll through.
The Echo heard that voice overhead say that and just looked at me. He said, "What bombs?"
Tears in his eyes. Daddy, please.
Started this booming voice overhead. I guess you'll see the bombs go off. He looked at the zombies and then looked at me.
Ah, ah.
Why didn't you move me?
Yeah. Where are my fucking whispers? I know they're in the Mallow section. There we go. Okay. So, detonation time. So Pluzak will wander out of the trees to watch in glory as these things blow themselves up, a tear in his eye as he's about to lose his little undead children. The one in front, his hand is already looped through the little detonation cord that has been attached to his breastplate, and with a kind of unceremonious grunt and a jerk of its body, it will detonate. I will need to make this visible so that you at least all know. So, the detonation of the first sparks and immediately detonates the second zombie's breastplate as well, as they are within 5 feet of each other. Thanks to that, it is a 10-foot radius explosion, unlike the 5-foot radius one that you saw before. This is actually good. You guys are learning. However, because of that, Kara, you are also going to have to do a dex saving throw here.
For the glory of the cause.
Yeah, so the good news is the dragon, I think, is it auto-fails or it has disadvantage? I gotta look.
Because it is
prone
prone.
and it is grappled. So between the two, speed becomes 0. Okay, and and hold on, incapacitated. Oh no, ends if it's alright. So, disadvantage on attack rolls. Okay, so never mind. It would make the dex saving throw normal. That's alright though. Let's see what
and
happens.
18 for,
It
or
still
20
takes
for me.
It still takes half damage regardless, which is something. But let's see. Ooh, it only rolled an 11. It's a DC 12. So Kara passes no problem. This thing doesn't. That's only going to be. Let's see. Where's my numbers? It's 66. Could potentially kill it here, depending on if it's a high enough roll.
Big rolls.
We'll see here. Okay. So Kara, you're taking half damage, correct?
Correct.
That is going to be 11 damage. That's half, right? This thing fails and takes full. And considering it only has 17 HP when it takes the total of 23 damage, it explodes, or at least dies to the explosion. So congratulations, not only have you guys killed it, you did it with the bombs.
Hell yeah.
Hi.
Good job on that.
You're welcome, Pluzak. I held it to the ground long enough for your zombies to shamble to it.
Yeah, I was actually worried that if Mace had attacked it, he was going to kill it because it only had the 17. So.
Listen, I
Pluzak just
I was not
stands there
keeping track. I
clapping.
didn't know how much HP it could have possibly had.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying. It was just interesting to me. I was like, if Mace hits it, it's probably dead.
Kara gets off the corpse covered in gore and
I was
gonna
say, as Kara is like on this thing, Pluzak walks towards her and is like, "Please evacuate the premises of the dead body." And of course, as soon as you step away, he will. Let me find my fire PNG because he's gonna light the fucker up.
Oh, I thought he was trying to go to resurrect it.
Nah, it's Pluzak. Motherfucker lights everything on fire.
He's not going to try to turn that into his own zombie?
I don't think
I
he
mean,
can. It's
he
too
knows
big.
he can't at this point.
It's too big.
Oh,
yeah,
it's too
remember?
big. Okay,
So,
right. We had that issue with the giant.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I would have absolutely. He's pretty consistent on that front. But since he cannot, he lights the thing aflame. You would all notice that one of the heads doesn't really take very well, but the rest seem to burn just fine. So
Is it the red one?
yeah, it's actually the
I
purple one
will
that we didn't mention.
Oh.
telekinetically
Oh, no.
resummon my spear.
Yep,
It's
absolutely.
the purple-headed warrior.
You have no problem on that.
Somebody
But yeah,
choked it too long.
good fight, guys. Hopefully that gives you at least some context for the fact that the realm you're going to is maybe not as traditional as here.
Well, we know that dragons are commonplace.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, this thing isn't actually necessarily like it is a type of dragon, but it's not. It's not a full dragon. It can't
I don't
actually
know.
talk,
It
and it
just
doesn't have
because it's
intelligence. So
a dragon hydra that kind of makes it like a fucking monster.
oh yeah,
Like
it's
even
absolutely a
beyond
monster.
what a dragon is.
It is.
Well,
it-
that's
it-
kind of what I'm
it's-
trying to say.
Counts as a
Like,
monstrosity.
dragons must be at least commonplace enough to be like breeding with monsters
Or mad scientist.
or mad scientists,
There you go.
or just this is the timeline where Tiamat got her way.
Or themselves.
Or I would point out that perhaps, being that it is another realm, it operates under different rules. You'll have to find out.
Kara's just shaking the gore off as she walks through the portal.
So, I guess if that's the case, my question is that what you guys wish to do? Just unceremoniously enter the portal?
Assuming nothing else is crawling out of it, yes.
Okay.
Do we want to rest or anything before we go?
That is a good question.
Well, we might not have a snowstorm to deal with on the other side, and that would make resting a lot easier. Or we do. There's no in between.
Or there's just Hydra dragons on the other side.
Well, I'll walk through and find out, and if it's bad, I'll come back through half broken and be like, "Kill me!"
Used with Tiamat.
Ooh. No. I got it. We're gonna
Send the
set.
echo.
We're gonna send the echo. I'm gonna transfer my consciousness,
guess
and we're gonna
right.
send. We're gonna send the echo through because even if he dies over there, I'm still over here.
Space exploration echo.
Oh, echo cheats.
Yeah, I'm just going to be straight up front. As soon as it crosses through that thing, you're going to lose connection to it.
Oh,
You are transferring planes. I'm pretty sure that's further away than 1,000 feet once
Damn, we
it's
tried.
once it pops out.
it's the old Stargate SG-1 where they tied the rope to the
Yeah, I
guy
know
and he
what
went
you're
through. Yeah.
I am also going to be upfront with you guys that once you go through the portal, I think we are going to call it for the night, only because with what I have planned, getting you super involved is probably going to push us more, and I don't want to start the whole thing. Yeah, I think I want to just not get too involved on this aspect.
Yeah, that works out.
I will tell you
bunch of
that
shit
I had a roll in the background for whether or not you were going to hit an event with Arl's minions, and you didn't. So normally that would have filled out the time a little more, but everything up to chance tonight. I also wasn't
Do
sure
we
if you
get
guys were actually
XP?
going to be interested in this. You do indeed.
Calm
I am-
down.
What
I
is this
just
game?
want to make sure because I don't want to forget.
Nah,
That's
you're
it.
good. It's a good question.
my job,
If
sir.
it
My
wasn't-
precious.
If it
Where's
wasn't
my
you
XP?
asking, it was Chris for 100% on that one. You get this much each for facing
Oh
off
shit.
this multi-headed beast.
Harrison gets 100 less for showing up late.
2 more months and we level, boys.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna give you pretty fair heads up that this little subquest thing is gonna push you to level 9 no matter what. It's just a matter of when. I will also actually. So here's the good news. The session itself might be ending, but I do need to talk to all of you because where you're headed is going to give you a whole bunch of options that I need y'all to start thinking on.
Oh my god.
give me a
Chris.
second.
Yes.
I become broken next level.
Depending.
In
How
what
does that
regard?
work?
Unarmored movement.
Oh yeah, you're running in wall speed. Yeah, you finally.
I actually think that it's a great move, but I don't know how. It's just basically like a climb speed that only lasts on your turn, right? So
But the ability to run straight up a wall and
Yeah.
not have to climb it.
it's climb speed.
How
is all
many
it is,
walls do you
'cause
see around us?
It literally is just climb speed
Trees.
though. Because all it is it lets you go up it with your movement, but if you stop or if your turn ends, you actually fall, so it's less than climb, right? So it's good, but I just don't know if it's something. I feel like
It
they
can
need
be
to do
used. It
more
can be
with that,
used
honestly.
situationally well.
Yeah, I feel like they need to do more with it is the reason I say that. I just think it's a little weak, honestly.
Yeah,
But
but also the ability to run, like say a chamber is blocked at like X amount of feet high or whatever. I can just run across the wall past everything and stuff like that.
Correct, but so could any creature that has a climb speed. Actually, technically, anyone that can climb a wall can
Let,
do it.
let
at
him
half
have
speed,
his
right?
fantasy.
I'm just saying, I wish they did more with it. Is really
It's
what I'm
okay.
trying to get at.
Just monks are
So.
pieces of shit. It's fine. Everything's
Yeah,
useless.
monks are
It's
not
all
pieces
good.
of shit. That's definitely not the statement. um,
They're the entire shit, not just a piece of it.
yeah, there you go.
They're a whole shit.
Um,
What level are we getting to? You thinking, Rick?
at the end of the campaign, I have no idea. I think it's estimated at like 11 to 12, but you guys will already be basically a level ahead of where you should be for the next chapter.
When we get to 13th, it doesn't matter what languages I speak.
Can you believe it? You're gonna be able to talk to fucking
Everything, and everything will understand me.
Correct. Yes, sir.
This is how you spread the disease that is your family.
Okay, you go poop, buddy.
Yeah, now you understand how they make it so easy to spread the rumors, right?
We get to 15th. That'll be nice too. I don't have to eat or drink anymore.
Guess what? I can do that already.
Okay. So, there's still going to be a whole, series of events. This does not happen immediately, but through the course of this little subplot, you guys will be allowed to choose to either switch out subclasses or feats if you truly wish to. If you believe your characters are fine, then what we will be trying to work on is essentially something that's going to help kind of move your build in a direction or kind of close off a weakness that you believe the character has. So I'll be pretty upfront with Pluzak. I have something going in the background with him that's related to his spores. Should kind of provide a little bit more functionality and flexibility to them. So it's things like that. Is there something that like Leif, for example, has been working with the greatsword a lot. So maybe you want to go back to the drawing board and look at changing out your dual-handed features for greatsword related ones or things to that nature. So just start looking, be ready for that. Figure out any sort of changes you guys want to do. If you have questions for like what is possible or want to start looking at things now, let me know. If you want to do it over the next couple weeks, it's no problem. I'm here to answer questions. But otherwise, yeah, basically once there will be a specific point in the next kind of subplot you're going through where you guys will have that opportunity. So
And you said...
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, you said we can change out one feat?
Any feats.
Or
any of your feats. Yeah.
Oh,
honestly,
any of them.
I'm going to be really fluid here. You guys have played this campaign long enough that I think if you truly were attached to stuff on your characters, have reason to keep it, then that's your choice. If you really believe you would benefit from removing things that you thought was good before and changing them out, then that's also your choice. I want these characters to ultimately, especially as we're moving towards kind of the end of the campaign, reflect the sort of person you think they've become versus necessarily how you started out. Everybody is kind of growing and changing throughout the campaign. So I have no problem with kind of trying to reflect that at this point. It's kind of like I said with Pluzak. You are attempting to grow stronger and strengthen up and shore up some of your weaknesses, I guess is the best way to put it. Now knowing where you stand against all, right? So this is your opportunity. And again, if you can't think of anything, then we just work together to find a nice little something that that fits your image going forward.
Hell yeah.
So like Mallow, for example, this would be a really good spot for you to do your subclass change, right? Like you were talking about potentially wanting to do other monk stuff that's different from what you have now.
Yeah.
If you're still feeling that way, then this will be your time. Kara as well. I think there's a little things here and there, but I don't think you really want to change much at this point. I will tell you, I have a couple things coming down the pipeline for you, so even any changes we give you here will be might seem a little more minimal than others, but that's simply because you have like level 3 on your armor and stuff coming anyway. So, but we'll figure something out.
I can pretty much tell you right now, Kara's not going to change very much.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but I'll probably still figure out. Like, I'm playing with the idea of letting you grapple with your shield hand for a like reduction of 1 to AC instead of losing your shield entirely. I feel like it's kind of fitting for her. Little things like that.
You can just telekinetically move it around.
Right, right. Yeah. That's
How
kind of
many
what I mean,
feats are
right?
we supposed to have at this point in time?
So you can have you would have
If
three
you-
three free ones regardless because it's one at level 1 and one for each of the first 2 ASIs,
Oh.
which I believe all of you would have.
I don't.
You should have 3, yeah.
I don't have my
Uh,
third one yet because I haven't gotten
Oh,
my
and
second
you know what? It might have
ASI.
been because of ASIs. That's also true. ASIs are where it matters most. So
So it'd be one at level 1 and then one per the first one.
first 2 ASIs.
First two
yeah.
ASIs.
Yeah, no, I've
Right,
been.
okay.
I'm gonna have to double check, but I'm fairly certain I only have 2 feats.
I could have sworn you had 3,
Um,
but yeah. go
I
ahead.
have
One
2
level
currently
one.
because I
have
haven't
the
gotten my
Warcaster
second
one at
ASI.
level one.
Yes, that would be
Savage
that would be close.
Attacker and
You have Savage Attacker, Crusher, and something else. I thought
that's
I have to look.
that's it.
Is it just those 2? Because I could have sworn you
That's
had.
all that I have. Nope.
What
I'm
was
looking
it?
right now at it.
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to think. What was it I thought you used before? Could have sworn there was one. I'd have to look through the list. I think. Probably confusing you with something else. It's not a problem. You can go ahead and look through.
I have the first ASI one. So
Oh, I know why, Harrison. Didn't you just get your second ASI at level 8? You probably just
That's
forgot
fine.
to add the feat at that point. I guarantee that's what it was. Because I remember you debating whether or not to increase your wisdom.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you probably forgot to do it at that point. So you just got it at last level as well.
Fucking
Still a fair bit of
admirable.
time without it, but at least it wasn't like the whole campaign, you know.
Yeah. Dude, fucking mobile would actually be really, really good.
Could be.
I have to think about this.
You got time.
interesting. Okay. I don't. I don't think I will change anything. I may or may not change the Strixhaven Initiate feat, which essentially would only mean I change my spells around a bit.
However works for you, man.
But for the most part, I'm pretty satisfied with my character progression.
Good.
Uh,
It's always
yeah.
the ideal. So in all honesty, yeah. So I have something in the background for you that we'll work on, and I'll toss at you throughout the week. I'll probably message you. Everyone will essentially get messages from me. I don't want to say anything out loud here because I want everyone to kind of be a bit of a surprise for each other, you know. So
And we're going to the area where Leaf people. Well, we are in the area
it's
where Leaf
not,
people
yeah,
are now.
not sort of. You're a bit south of where that was. I'll put you back on the map so we can.
Yeah.
Kinda... So the Leif's people X, if you look, is like 5 miles to your north, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm not going to transfer you just yet to the next map. We're going to save that for next time.
No. I understand.
I want to surprise you a little. Well, I mean, it's you're not going anywhere direct. You're going to like some fucking woods in the middle of the other side. But hey, still can't do it till next time. Get fucked. Regardless, good play tonight, guys. Thanks for getting here pretty quick, Harrison. I was expecting you much later.
Yeah, things ended up taking less time.
Yeah, that was good. Glad. Just meant I had to play you a little less, which is good. Had a nipped with Pluzak and his explodable zombies.
Hey, I mean, like at least he got what he needed to do.
Yeah. Well, and also you guys now see that these things will detonate each other, and clearly kind of makes bigger explosions. So just keep that in mind
Yeah,
going
that's
forward.
concerning. I think
Something to keep in
because
mind.
we were almost ganked by those.
By the whispers?
Yeah.
Nah, the first time you guys met a whisper, it barely did anything to you, right?
If anything, he got fucked.
But what I mean is like he like at the end of this last time, anyways. At the end of like trying to detain him and whatnot, he almost reached for the detonator.
Oh yeah, they can detonate on reaction if they've primed with bonus action. Yeah, that's true. Okay, be careful. It's all about the order of operations with those guys. And if you just keep them, you can experiment. Actually,
Interesting,
that's how I
though.
put it. All right. Well, anyway,
Yep.
thanks for the night, guys, and I actually look forward to starting this a little bit. I'm kind of curious to see how many sessions it takes us. I'm thinking probably only 1 to 2, because I kind of went and scaled things back after Fred did his one shot. But We will see, because it really depends on the RP that you guys choose to do. Like, in terms of actual encounter numbers, I know that it's enough for, like, 2 sessions at most. But if you guys really choose to involve yourselves, we'll see.
2 sessions in air quotes.
No, listen, exactly. You understand. as one of the people who was in it, you know what I mean when I'm like, okay, so I should probably be
It's a
careful.
one shot that's going to last 17 weeks.
Dude, his one shot was 10 sessions. Several of them were over 4 hours. I think 2 of them were over 4, most of them were between 2 to 3.
I don't
Yeah.
know how the fuck that even happened.
Because he had me and Chris and Sarah and Harrison all role-playing the entire time.
I mean, that's good though. I feel like roleplay is what, in my opinion anyway, is like what you want to get out of most sessions. Because
Yeah.
sure,
You
anyone
can.
can roll dice and like hit the big numbers and whatnot. But the RP, in like to me at least, is the real sort of like
Yeah, it's
flavoring
what tells the
of any
story.
D&D session.
Yeah, it's really where the context comes from.